Basketball on 95.3 The Peak. Welcome to the Carbon Dino pregame show on KRPX 95.3 The Peak. Brought to you by Landon's Diesel Service. Leave your truck in the hands of those who know diesel engines. Landon's Diesel Service at 540 South 300 West in Price. And now for tonight's play-by-play, let's join Sonny Buscarini.
Good evening and welcome to Carbon Dino Basketball here on 95.3 The Peak. This is where the Dinos play, and tonight it's another big Region 13 matchup here at Carbon High School. Actually, the last regular season home game for the Dinos, so it's senior night as well. The Carbon Dinos and North Sanpete. Welcome to the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Aiden will be joining me here in a second in the Sutherland's broadcast booth. Tonight, as we said, Region 13 play. And we said at the beginning of the season it was going to be an interesting region. It has become that and even more after what happened on Wednesday night as Emory knocked off Manti. North Sanpete, the team that's playing the Dinos tonight, knocked off Union. So that really makes this region interesting. As you look at the standings, Manti sits 4-2, Union 4-2, Emory 3-2, Carbon 2-3, North Sanpete 1-5. The interesting thing about this is tonight, Emory is on their way to Union. They will be battling Union, and that is a huge game. If Emory can get that win tonight, we'd have two teams, Manti and Emory, both with 3 losses. If Carbon can get the win tonight, they would have 3 losses as well. Now, Manti has the night off. They sit in 4-2. However, the Dinos on Wednesday night travel to Manti to play Manti. Now, joining me in the booth is Aiden Mortensen. And Aiden, what a region we have going on after Wednesday night. It's wide open now, and everybody has the opportunity. Things for the Dinos have to work out where certain things have to happen. It's not all in their hands, but a win tonight, those last 2 road games for the Dinos are going to be huge.
Yeah, it felt like after Wednesday's game against Union that Friday's game against Union, that things were out of control. The Dinos had taken themselves out of the region race. Well, thanks to some timely losses by region leaders Manti and Union, we now find ourselves in a situation where the Dinos still very well could come up with a region championship or at least a piece of it. The big thing, though, something that, as you mentioned, they're going to have to run the table. You got to win this game. You got to beat Manti at Manti. You got to close out the season with a victory over in the Spartan Center. So it's a tough stretch for Carbon, but one that we have seen they are capable of beating if they play their best basketball. And that's what it's going to come down to tonight. It's an emotional night for a lot of these players, Sonny. 6 seniors on this Dino squad. They're all going to be honored this evening. Going to be a tough challenge. It's always hard to start on senior night. The emotions get caught up to you. You get caught up in the moment, but after that you're able to really put yourself together and play your best basketball. That's what the Carbon Dinos need to do tonight.
Yeah, you know, that game tonight between Emory and Union up at Union High School is huge. That's on our sister station, KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. We will keep you updated on that game all night because that is a huge game for the region tonight. As we said, Manti is off. Carbon playing North Sanpete, so a couple of big games again. But we said it every game, but it's the truth. This region, every night, there's been huge things. And Wednesday night, things happened that even made it more interesting. As we said, 2 teams with the 4-2 record, one with the 3-2, one with the 2-3, and one with the 1-5. So tonight is going to paint a much clearer picture on the last 2 games of the season.
Yeah, it's going to be very important, and it's going to see how we need to do it. Not only the region championship, on the line, but you have RPI seeding heading in to the final week of regular season play on the line. If the season were to end today, Sonny, we'd be facing a familiar foe, making a trip down to Delta to face off against the Rabbits. A narrow loss for the Dinos when they came down here earlier in December, but it feels like those are two very different teams now. 3A is a highly competitive region. We had a chance to catch up with Union's head coach following the game, and he put it very clearly. You never know who's going to win any given night on 3A. You see what you think was going to be upsets, but then you look a little closer and you're like, you know what? I can see how that happened. I can see why that happened.
Yeah,
so it's things like that are really going to make add a bit of intrigue to how these games are going to play out over the next little bit.
Yeah, the consistency. The team that plays the most consistent, good basketball is probably going to end up winning this region. That's how close it is. And Aiden, if you look at North Sanpete, they're 8-12 overall, 1-5 in region play. They sit number 13 in the RPI rankings, and we'll look at the entire rankings here in a second, as we always do. The Carbon Dinos come in 7-12, 2-3 in region play, and they sit number 12 in the RPI rankings. So we have 12 against 13 tonight, and even though North Sanpete's 1-5 in the region, and any given night they can beat anybody. They proved that on Wednesday night when they knocked off Union.
Yeah, and it wasn't just they scraped by with a win. It wasn't they beat them by 2 on a buzzer beater. They were able to dominate the Cougars throughout the whole game. I think throughout the bulk of it, Union didn't have a lead since the first quarter. They were able to just go coast to coast, beat up on what Union was trying to do, and they come away with the 14-point victory. Going to be a good showing tonight. Lots to look forward to as the Dinos take the floor.
We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll look at the RPI rankings. We'll take a look at some other things going on in the region. It'll be time for starting lineups and tip-off. Big game tonight. We also have an interview with Coach Brower. We'll play that for you as well on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Don't go anywhere.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Looking for the perfect mattress? We've got you covered. At Bill's Home Furnishings, we have the largest selection of mattresses in eastern Utah, including the highly rated Serta Perfect Sleeper. And when it comes to price, we're competitive with anywhere in the state. But we're more than just mattresses. From quality furniture and home accessories to reliable appliances, we've got everything you need to make your house a home. Stop by Bill's Home Furnishings today, where selection, savings, and service meet. Right here in eastern Utah.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC. When your comfort is on the line, trust the experts who care. At Air Temp Heating and Cooling, we've been dedicated to keeping Castle Country cozy since 1999. Our certified technicians are ready with 24/7 emergency service and the latest knowledge in heating and cooling technology. As a proud Bryant authorized dealer, we'll do whatever it takes to ensure your home or business stays comfortable year-round. Call Air Temp Heating and Cooling today at 637-4468.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
You're listening to Carbon Dino Basketball on the Peak, KRPX 95.3 FM.
Welcome back to the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Sonny Buscarini and Aiden Mortensen bringing you the action tonight here from Carbon High School Region Play. Big game tonight for the Carbon Dinos. They battled North Sanpete. These two teams played earlier in the season. It was actually the second game of region for the Carbon Dinos. They traveled up to North Sanpete, and Carbon won convincingly up there. I think it was one of the best games the Dinos have played all year.
They did, and it was following a trend that the Dinos have done where they win the games when they play the complete game. That's been the trend this during the new year, and we've seen a lot more of it than we did early on in the season. That victory against San Juan stands out. The victory over Emory comes to mind as well. As you look, again, that was a 77-59 victory on the Hawks' home court. So they really took it to them. A great showing from the Carbon Dinos. Now they're looking to add a little something tonight. Come away with the region sweep over the Hawks of North Sanpete. Remember, this will continue about a 3-game losing streak for the Hawks against the Dinos. They've been unable to beat them over the past couple of seasons.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but it seems like every team in this region has gotten better throughout the season.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt about it. And you expect to see that, but not necessarily to the lengths that these teams have gotten better. North Sanpete, especially with that 14-point over Union, comes to mind. We all knew that North Sanpete didn't have a win in region going into the second round, but we also all knew that this was a dangerous bunch. They just needed to see their shots start to fall. They needed things to get clicking for them, and once they did, they were going to be dangerous, and they show that against a sharp-shooting Union team who also has a lot of length. That's something that the Dinos kind of play at a disadvantage with in terms of strategy, is they don't necessarily have the longest players on the floor. You have Ty protecting the paint, but after that, you really have no true center to back him up. That's why you're going to see when Ty comes out, you have to break him into more of a 5-out look, 4-out, one operating in the high post. That's where the Dinos find a lot of success when Ty has to sit out, but outside of that, they don't really have anyone who has the length to jump in those passing lanes like a team like Union does, or a team like Emory does, or a team like Manti does.
The place is filling up here at Carbon High School. Senior night, last regular season home game for the Carbon Dinos. Hard to believe that we're already at this point in the season. It seemed like, God, I remember the first game we did. It seemed like it was just a few weeks ago, but the season is winding down. The games get more important as we go along, and it's an important one tonight, Aiden. We'll take a look at the RPI rankings for 3A like we normally do. And Ben Lomond sits 16, Providence Hall 15, Logan 14. And the team the Carbon Dinos play tonight, North Sanpete, with that 8-12 record, they sit 13th.
And that bottom four has really solidified throughout the season. That's been really the only place where we haven't seen much movement throughout the year. It's always been the combination Ben Lomond, Providence Hall, Logan, North Sanpete.
Then after 13th sits Carbon. Carbon sits 12 with their 7-12 record, so we have 12-13 playing tonight against each other. Then Manti, the next team in our region, sits number 11. Grantsville 10, Union 9. Union's dropped a little bit down with a couple of losses. They sit 9 now. Ogden 8, Canyon View 7, Juab 6, Delta and Emory are both, they're well tied for 4th and 5th. So Emory has just kind of stayed in that area. They'll lose a game and then they turn around and win a big game. So they've just been kind of hanging out right there, 4th, 5th. And then American Heritage sits 3, Richfield 2, Morgan number 1 with the 17-2 record. That's the RPI rankings for the 3A classification.
And for the Spartans, it's a stylistic teams. The teams they match up well against, they're going to dominate. The teams that give them fits, like the Dinos did, they're going to struggle with just a little bit more. That's why we see them lose to Carbon, turn around the next game, and they take it to the Manti Templars, who are leading the region at the point. So they're a team who, it's very matchup dependent for Emory, and that's something we've got to keep an eye on as we go into state tournament time. Being able to match up with those teams and being able to draw a good matchup from the bracket's going to be pretty big for Emory coming down the stretch.
Yep, absolutely. As we said, we'll keep you updated on that game on our sister station tonight, as well as games throughout the state. Aiden always does a great job keeping us updated on everything going on in high school basketball in the state of Utah, so we'll keep you updated on that. Now taking a look at North Sanpete, the Hawks. They have a couple of players averaging 14 points a game, Aiden. One is the junior guard slash small forward. Where's number 12, James Clayton? He's averaging 14.6 points per game.
And the Dinos were able to kind of clamp down on Clayton in their last showing. He didn't have nearly as big as an impact as we've seen him have throughout the season, and that was a pretty pivotal role in the Dinos' victory, being able to shut down one of those two 14-point-per-game scores. But the one who did give him a little bit of trouble was Bryce Swap, the senior guard standing at 5'9". And when he got hot, he really was igniting the Dinos up. Another name we're going to have to be on the lookout for tonight is their third leading scorer on this team in Gunnar Pollock. His 7.3 points per game. He's liable to go off for 10 to 12, an additional 5 to what he's averaging. You got to keep him. He's dangerous. He's that new archetype of big in basketball. You and I are always talking about. We love the big, old-fashioned, back-to-the-basket style of center play. Well, Pollock is the exact opposite of that. He likes to spread things out. He likes to play more as a guard instead of dropping into more of a traditional center role, and because of that, he can handle the ball, he can shoot, he can poke it away on the break. You got to keep an eye on him, because if he heats up, he's liable to bring you down.
Well, we have, we have Hudson Smith, the junior, small forward, wears number 25, averaging 5.6 points per game.
Yeah, and it's going to be a tough challenge. The Dinos throughout the season, we've seen it time and time again. They'll shut down the first, maybe even the second leading scorer throughout a game, but one of those third players comes in and they just go off. You look through the season, Rasmussen for Manti. You look at Oki for Union. Last time he was a non-factor, but that's because they focused so much attention on him. And the second go-around, it was Brotherson from Union who was able to do the damage from beyond the arc against the Dinos. So this is a team who they're good at shutting down the first and second options, but after that, it gets a little bit shaky. But the games they've won, they've been able to finally shut that down.
So you have Maddox Madsen, the senior guard, wears number 5, averaging 5.2 points per game. We'll say his name a lot tonight as well.
He will. He's kind of the one who conducts this offense. If the ball's not falling for either Swap or Clayton, and they're going to find the hands of Madsen, and he's going to get them going. He's a spark plug player like every good team wants to have. He can provide that energy off the bench or even in the starting lineup when the Hawks are going to need it most.
The Carbon Dino side, we have 4 players averaging double digits on this basketball team. There's kids that can definitely put the ball in the basket, and this team can score. Starting off with Carter Warburton. He's averaging 13.2 points per game. The senior wears number 10.
And because of that sign, the second go-around in region, you've seen teams headhunt him just a little more. He's getting a lot more attention from the defense because of that. Points have been a little harder for him to come by, but he's still able to break off quick little 4 or 5 point runs as he pleases, especially when it comes at crucial times for Carbon. We've seen him do it before, take over in clutch moments to either tie the game or take the lead. That's what I like about Carter. His IQ as of late has been incredible as well. Being able to recognize, hey, the defense is coming around me. We're going to start to see more action from them, and being able to really clamp down and take control of that, make the right reads out of that. We've also seen him really step up in his rebounding game.
You know, it's senior night, so as we know, Carter Warburton is a senior, and we'll hear from all these seniors tonight as the game progresses. They're going to tell us what their favorite memory is here at Carbon High School, so we'll be playing that throughout the night as well, so listen for those clips. They're interesting to listen to. Carter Warburton averaging 13 points a game, and then we have Kyler Orth. We have Logan Bennett averaging 11.2 points per game. The senior wears number 24, so he's the second of the double-digit guys.
And Bennett finds himself in a similar situation to Carter, except he got his offensive start much earlier in the year. Teams knew from game number 1 where he scored 24 points that he was going to be someone you had to double team, sometimes even triple team if you wanted to have a chance to try and shut him down. So he draws a lot of pressure, but as soon as he sees that ball fall through the nylon, Sonny, he is unstoppable. We saw it in the Union game before he fouled out. He was on a tear up to 13 points with a full quarter remaining before he picked up that 5th and final foul. That's the one area of the game where Logan having so much energy, having so much intensity does backfire against you, because you're always wanting to win. You always want to make the right plays, but sometimes you get a little too into it and you get a little too much contact drawn in it.
So we have number 2 averaging 10.6 points per game, the senior forward, Kaiser Orth.
And Orth is so much fun. Greg, as they call him, on the floor. He's really started to expand his game throughout the season. At the start of the year, he was a traditional driving big, playing more of a forward role. We always saw him operating off of the wing, going in, trying to get himself going from those drive and kick plays. Now, he's really started to expand his game to the exterior as well. We've seen him start to step back, take a few more threes, try defenses from the outside, as well as making some pretty flashy passes. So as he's improved, the Dinos' chances of winning have all gone up with him.
So then comes Ty Mortensen, the senior center wearing number 34. He averages 10.1 points per game.
And Ty, he gets most of his impact on an end where the defensive end, where he is dominant in the paint. We've seen an effect when he is in the game. Teams not only don't try and challenge him at the rim, but you'll see players fully convinced that they're going to go in. They have their sight zeroed in on the rim. They're going to drive. They're going to go up for the easy lay-in, and then they see Ty step into the lane, and because of that, they change their mind or they short arm the shot. He's an intimidating force in the painted area, and because of that, opposing offenses have really come to fear him. He averages 3 blocks a game, and he is just electric. And he's a very intelligent player as well. He knows how he needs to conduct himself at any given moment, whether he is trying to make a play to set up a break by keeping a block inbounds, or if he recognizes he needs to send a message and get the crowd on their feet, he'll send it soaring into the third row. It's an intelligent game from Ty Mortensen.
Number 4, the senior guard, averaging 3.6 points per game, Caleb Sorensen.
Oh, what can't you say about this kid, Sonny? One of my favorite people to watch on the floor. He is just electric on the defensive side of things. He just takes over. He's so scrappy. He gets in your head. He's a big part of the Dinos being able to shut down opposing teams' leading scores. He gets in your head. He's annoying. He's a little pest. He's hip checking you. He's talking smack in your face. He's clapping it up every time the whistle gets blown or you make a mistake. He's the type of player who, if you're a fan of the Dinos, you love to see on the floor, but if you're anyone else, you really hate to see him guarding your guy.
Senior guard number 5, averaging 5.7 points per game, Cash Withers.
And Cash is a 3-point specialist. Have you seen a kid able to shoot like Cash? I haven't for a long while. You see him pull up from beyond NBA range constantly, and he makes it look easy, and as soon as he sees that first shot drop through the rim, he is so incredible at seeing that basket get bigger and bigger. He's one player. You never want to see him get going, because once he does, he's going to make you pay consistently and constantly, and it's going to be a headache to try and stop.
Seniors for the Carbon Dinos. It's hard to believe tonight is the last home game of the regular season for the Carbon Dinos. North Sanpete coming to town. We're about 11 minutes away from tip-off. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the interview that Jordan did with the coach of the Carbon Dinos, Coach Brower. We'll play that for you when we return on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Discover peace of mind with Don's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing your savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Don's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlano's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlano's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back to the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Packed house here at Carbon High School tonight as the Carbon Dinos battle North Sanpete in a Region 13 game. That is huge for the reason. We got a couple of them going on tonight. We'll keep you updated on the other one, which is Union. Emory traveling up there, that game on our sister station, 107.3 FM, 750 AM. We'll keep you updated with that. Now we're going to go to an interview. Coach Brower came into the studio and did an interview with Jordan. We'll play that for you right now on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show.
Welcome to the Carbon Dinos halftime report, brought to you by Castle Valley.
Being joined right now in studio by Carbon High School boys basketball coach Taylor Brower. Coach, always great to get you in. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah, it's always fun to chat. I know it's been really a busy week for you guys, but you get a bye this week, which is nice. Only one game on Friday. Before we talk about Friday night's matchup, I do want to go back and get your thoughts on the previous two games. I haven't had a chance to talk to you since the big win at home over Emory about a week ago.
Yeah, no, it was a great win. My kids, we had a game plan going in, and the game plan worked, and my kids were able to basically keep them down and make sure they stayed down, and then we just played really well in the second half for sure.
The emotion of that game is always so fantastic. I know it's hard to communicate, right? And that's what Coach Dave Justice was telling us after the game as well. It's really hard to communicate when it's that loud. But, man, it's great rural high school basketball.
After the game, my kids, because I call out sets and I call out things, and after the game, the next Thursday at practice, they were like, my kids were like, we couldn't hear anything you were saying. Like, the only way we ran a play is if you held up hand signals. And I was like, and I remember even looking, I was calling a play, and Dave was even looking at me like, what the crap are you saying? And like, it was loud in there for sure.
Well, you guys have a great band, right?
Yeah, we have a good band.
So coming off of the Emory game, I know that there's always a lot of curiosity. How can this translate? And it's a hard-fought game against Union, but, Coach, it's one where the Cougars come out on top, 73-69. Was there an emotional letdown between those two games? Is that something you were worried about as a coach?
I was a little worried, but I also felt like because we beat Emory, we had a lot of confidence going into Union, because when we played Union before, we were missing two of our players, and we had them back. So, but I do feel like the emotion of that game definitely got out of hand on our side of the game, and we had some really hard calls that were called against us early, and it made it so we just couldn't flow. I had a couple kids get foul trouble early on, and our rotations got messed up, and it's really hard to play in an environment where the other team shoots double the amount of free throws that you do and actually win in that environment. And so it was just really hard to deal with that, especially after we lost.
This is a really simplistic way of looking at things, but I believe they had a 30-point quarter, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
Union. It's when you only play 4 8-minute quarters. This isn't college where we're talking about 2 20-minute halves or 4 10-minute quarters. When you play 4 8-minute quarters and the opposition scores 30 in 8 minutes, it's tough to win those games.
Oh, it is, and that was the hard part. Was that I thought we were playing really well, and I mean we even tied it up in the fourth quarter. So we had our own run later on, but that third quarter was very hard to play through because of some instances that happened throughout the game. And but I thought we fought back, and I thought we had a chance to win it at the end. We just didn't come out on top.
So what were some of the things that you can take from that Union game and say, look, guys, we did this very well. Like, this is a recipe for success. If we continue to do this, we'll win basketball games.
It's the small things at this point in our season. Like, starting back at the Hodson, like, I felt like we were having bad full quarters in the beginning. And then at the Hodson, we narrowed it down. And we have a blueprint on how we can win. And so we've been trying to focus on that. But in these closer games, it's just small things, untimely turnovers, or maybe we took a bad shot, or maybe there was a better shot we should have shot and we did it because we didn't see the guy. Or it's just the small things now that we've got to just fix, and then I think we'll be fine after that.
When you talk about the small things, tell me if I'm right or wrong here. The margin for error in this region is razor thin because of the competition, right?
Oh, yeah, and I still believe that on any given night, any team can win. Right now, it's kind of looking like Union's going to win the region at this point, but they could very well lose to Emory. They could very well lose to North Sanpete. Like, it's not. It just depends on which team shows up for which club. Like, and that goes for us too. Like, I honestly believe that we can win the next 3 games if we play like we did against Emory the first time. If we play like we did against North Sanpete the first time. Like, if we play like we did against San Juan, which I think was our best game that we've played so far this year, I think we can beat anybody, but my kids just have to believe that they can.
And you talk about how close you guys have been, all right? So in overtime, lost to Manti. You had a 4-point loss to Union. You beat Emory, right? You and I have talked about North Sanpete. I know you think that's a dangerous team, right?
Yeah, you can never count North Sanpete out. Like, they're scrappers there, and I think you'll see that program start to climb just because I think their football program is going to get better, and so then their basketball program will get better too.
So there's got to be this confidence level within your team where they know they can beat anyone in this region. They have to know that now, right?
Yeah, and that's one of the things I keep reiterating with my kids is we have to just realize that we can beat anybody in this region. We just have to play our style of basketball.
Again, Coach Taylor Brower joining us right now as we talk about the Carbon High School basketball team. Coach, 3 games left. Friday, North Sanpete at home, and oddly enough, that's the final home game of the year.
Yeah, it's senior night. It's going to be a good time. We're really looking forward to it. My seniors are excited about it. I know that if we play like we did at North Sanpete, we'll be fine. We just have to abide by the game plan that we've set and just do the blueprint like we know how to do.
I know this is only your second year, but you've probably got quite the connection with these seniors, I would assume. You guys have been through a lot together, to say the least.
We have, and I've taught most of them in my classes, so it's been nice to interact with them a little bit more. And, yeah, I think our connection is really close, for sure.
Is that difficult? We always talk about the emotions for a kid. Rarely do I ever ask a coach, is there emotion for you? There has to be a little bit.
There is. I always hate seeing kids graduate and always hate to see kids moving on, but I also am hopeful for them to see what their lives turn into. And I've been teaching for 13 years, so it's cool to see, because I taught middle school at South Sevier, so it's been really cool to see those kids grow up from 12, 13-year-old kids, and now they're adults, and now they have kids, and some of them, the kids are my kids' ages, and so it's kind of crazy to just see kids grow up, but it's also a good thing too. That's one thing I like about teaching.
Let's talk about North Sanpete and what they kind of bring to the table. They have 4 kids that can score in double figures, but the one thing that stands out to me, the first time you guys went toe-to-toe, you held them under double digits in the fourth quarter, and that's kind of where the margin spread, right? I mean, that's how you guys pulled away defensively.
Yeah, our game plan moving into that game was there are 2 kids, the swap kid and the number 12. What's his name?
Oh, I'm drawing a blank on the numbers. Clayton?
Clayton kid.
Clayton.
Yeah, the Clayton kid. Number 12, Clayton, he can score too. He's a big, strong kid, so he likes to go to the hoop. So we try, and he likes his right hand, so we try to force him left as much as we could. He is a pretty strong driver left-handed, but he wants to get back to his right hand. The swap kid, he's a lefty, so we try to make him go right. The Pollock kid, he really didn't hurt us a whole lot, but we also didn't let him set his feet and shoot. We're just trying to be as physical as we can moving forward. I don't know if that game plan is going to work out as well as it did before, but you never know.
Well, there's a reason why. You have told me this all year long. This isn't a team that you would want to see, right? I mean, you like this North Sanpete team and the way they play.
Yeah, I do. Like, they're a good team. They have a good coach. And they just play hard. They're scrappy. They're physical. And yeah, I like playing against North Sanpete for sure. I think our chances against North Sanpete are better than most. But I think, like I said, I think if they come out hot and they take it to us, it could be a dogfight at the end.
I do want to get your perspective on the final week and a half now of the regular season, because you did say something when we were talking off the air about at this point in time, you know it or you don't, right? I mean, you guys have been in the gym now for months. It's a long season. So how do you approach the final 3 games in the state tournament when you get to the end of January as a head coach?
You know, at this point, as I've watched film and as I've kind of taken a step back and what do we need to fix and what do we need to change, there's not a whole lot I can change. At this point, whatever my kids are going to do, they're going to do. In practice recently, we've been focusing on running our sets better, making sure the kids understand what they are, because that's something that we do need to get better at, especially if we're in close games. I got to be able to call out a set, and they have to be able to run it correctly and execute it. So we've been doing that a lot. We've been working on pick and rolls and them reading. But in regards to everything else, like, I'm not really going to change anything right now. They're just going to play how they're going to play, and they've been playing pretty – and when they play the way they're supposed to, they play really well.
Let me ask you this from a personal standpoint. Second year, second time you've been in this spot, you get down the stretch. How much better of a coach are you in year 2 at this stage in the season than year 1?
I'm a way better coach. I understand my kids better. Last year, I only had 1 year with that senior group. This year, I've had 2, so I'm able to understand them better and how they work. I also have made some mistakes this past year, and so I'm like, yep, well, I'm going to do that different. And I think that's as a coach, as long as you realize what you've done wrong and how to fix it, I think that's the most important thing as a coach.
It's kind of fun, isn't it?
It's a little addicting, yeah. I'm not going to lie.
Well, I know you watch tape. You watch a ton of it. Does that ramp up even more towards the end of the year, knowing that this is what we are? Okay, now we got to kind of adjust to what everyone else is?
You know, it doesn't ramp up, but it does change. So, like, at the beginning of the season, I'm looking more at my opponents, like what they're doing, what's working for them. Especially once we hit region, like the first time, like I watch a lot of film on our opponents, but now that we've seen everyone once, we kind of already know what we're going to get. So I changed to us watching more of our games to see how we played against them the first time, and then maybe make adjustments based on some things that maybe we didn't do so well in the first time playing them so that we can do it better the next time we play them.
Let's end with this. North Sanpete, keys to victory. How do we get it done?
We got to make sure that we shoot quality shots. We got to make sure that we shoot more than them, and we've got to make sure that we are just physical. We got to make sure that the Swap kid and the Clayton kid can't get to the hoop, and the Pollock kid just contain him as much as we can. And we have to play as a team. I mean, right now with Carter Branch coming back, he's been on restricted minutes the last 2 games, but now those restrictions are off. So I could rotate 5 guys in and 5 guys out right now, and I don't lose a whole lot between the 10. So it's going to be coming down to what's more important, my stats or the team's stats is what it's going to come down to.
Coach, I always look forward to conversations. I appreciate you taking out the time.
Yep, thanks. Appreciate it.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
I was hoping to talk to someone about updating my insurance policy.
I am able to understand complete sentences.
That was a complete sentence?
I didn't understand that.
Can I just talk to a person?
No one talks to humans anymore.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
I hear you. Why don't we review your coverage with a super check?
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jill Jensen in Price today.
Step inside the brand new designer home interior showroom on Main Street in Spanish Fork. Everything you need in one place. Hardwoods, LVP, carpet, cabinets, countertops, window coverings, furniture, rugs, and accessories. They carry all the major brands you know and trust. Plus, with professional designers on staff, you'll get the experts to bring your vision to life. Visit dhifloors.com today and request a quote. Designer Home Interiors, where design and style come together under one roof.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
We're not going out on a limb when we say,
I want to go to Juniper.
Juniper Kitchen. Fantastic food, fun atmosphere. Known for their made-from-scratch pizzas, Juniper has the very best pastas, burgers, salads, wraps, hoagies, paninis, appetizers, loaded sodas, desserts, vegan and vegetarian options. Dine in for lunch or dinner, Tuesday through Friday, 11 till 8. Saturdays, noon till 8. Order online at juniperkitchenutah.com with DoorDash delivery. Stop beating around the bush for a great meal.
I want to go to Juniper.
Juniper Kitchen and Price.
The more things change,
the more they stay the same.
Yes, Mr. Automotive has a new building in Huntington.
But that just means the services they offer just got better.
Detailing and mechanic work are being added to the already great service Mr. Automotive had already offered.
And all deals are still done with the owner at the lowest prices possible.
New building, same best prices, and more auto services. Go to MrAutomotiveSales.com or stop by the dealership, 21 South Main, Huntington. Mr. Automotive, the best for less.
Imagine a smooth, hassle-free journey to the front door of your new home with the Driggs Mortgage Team guiding you every step of the way. Hi, this is Greg Driggs. Our seasoned experts understand the ins and outs of home financing and refinancing. Come visit us at our new permanent address, 8 East Main and Price, where we plan to be a staple for years to come. Start your journey today. Call 801-427-3577. The Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back to the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Good interview with Coach Brower. Jordan did in the studio. Want to thank Coach Brower for coming in and talking to Jordan, and he comes up and talks to us. He's so easy to work with. Just want to thank him. He's been great throughout the season. It's the last home game, but it's not the last game of the season for the Dinos, and we'll see more of Coach Brower, but he's been great.
Yeah, he's spectacular to work with. Always good to come up after the games. Win or lose, he's very good about that, so we respect him for that. We respect all the players also for taking their time to come up and talk with us, fill in our random requests for interviews, for pregame content. This has been a great group to work with, and, you know, that's just been the case these past few years at Carbon High. Everyone's so easy to work with, up from administration down to the players. Big props to Carbon High, and a big thank you from us here at 95.3 The Peak.
Yeah, I mean, senior night's tough because you see these boys. I've covered them for 4 years, so I've watched them play for 4 years. This is the last time we'll probably see them here at Carbon High School, and then you move on every year. But, man, it's tough because you get emotionally attached to teams when you're doing games all the time, and it's hard to see them leave, but you know what? Time goes by fast, and then a new team comes on next year.
You know, it's always hard to see these teams leave, Sonny. I don't have quite the breadth of experience you do, but even now, just seeing this group of seniors, they were my first group up here in the Sutherland's broadcast booth,
yes,
so it's a little hard to see them move on, but they've done so much for this program. They've really served as the building blocks for Coach Brower's program. You know, last year, they stepped up in really major ways. They had a team of about 5 seniors, and a lot of them dealt with injuries throughout the season, and because of that, these guys had to step up as underclassmen in a major way, play some heavy minutes on the varsity level at a time where it's a little hard to keep up with some of the seniors in the game. So they've done a great job doing that, and they've built a culture here at Carbon High School. You ever walk in and you see them practice, they are laying it all on the line. They're going 110%. This is a bunch who doesn't know the meaning of day off. They're constantly working. They're constantly striving to get better. And that work ethic shown by these seniors is something that's going to trickle down to the underclassmen next year's, or the juniors, the sophomores, the freshmen. They set the example for how this program is going to run. And if you can build that early on like Coach Brower has, you put yourself up for a lot of success.
Take a look at the starting lineup for North Sanpete. Number 1, Bryce Swap, the senior guard, averaging 14 points a game. Number 4, Gunnar Pollock. He is the freshman, averaging 7.3 points per game. Maddox Matson, the senior guard, wears number 5, averaging 5.2 points per game. Royal Sorensen, the senior small forward, wears number 10, averaging 3.3 points per game. And number 25, the junior small forward, averaging 5.6 points per game, Hudson Smith. That's the starting 5 for North Sanpete. The starting 5 tonight for the Carbon Dinos. And you can just chime in as we go down the line, Aiden. Number 2, Kyler Orth, the forward, averaging 10.6 points per game. Number 4, senior Caleb Sorensen, averaging 3 points per game. Number 10, the senior Carter Warburton, averaging 13.2 points per game. Number 24, senior Logan Bennett, averaging 11.2 points per game. And number 34, the senior center, averaging 10.1 points per game, Ty Mortensen. That's the starting 5 for both teams. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it'll be tip-off time for senior night here at Carbon High School. Carbon, North Sanpete when we come back.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
In the heart of Carbon and Emery counties, Quick Realty is here to help you make the right move. Experience the future of home buying with our Matterport 3D tours, giving you an immersive look at your potential home from anywhere. Meet our dedicated team of local professionals, just real people who care, walking you through every step of the way. As a Zillow Premier and Realtor.com specialist, Quick Realty is your trusted expert, handling everything from residential, commercial, and mountain properties to property management. Your dream home is just a call away. Let Quick Realty help you find it.
Having a great local pharmacy that you can rely on is important. At Price Family Pharmacy, transferring your prescriptions is simple and hassle-free. Just call us at 637-3737 and we'll take care of the rest. Need your medication delivered right to your door? We offer free delivery to make your life even easier. Managing multiple medications? Ask about our convenient med packing services to keep you organized and on track. Visit Price Family Pharmacy and experience a team that genuinely cares. Feel better about your pharmacy. Choose Price Family Pharmacy today.
You're listening to Carbon Dino Basketball on the Peak, KRPX 95.3 FM.
Welcome back. It's about time for tip-off. Starting 5s being announced right now, and we'll go through them real quick once again. And we've got time now. You can talk just for a minute. I'm going to let you talk.
Are you going to let me chime in?
I will. Number 1, the senior guard, Bryce Swap, averaging 14 points a game. He does what well?
He's good at scoring inside, outside. He's going to keep your defense off kilter, but you can shut him down. You can stop the flow of the offense.
Number 4, Gunnar Pollock, the freshman, averages 7.3 points per game.
He is a threat on the interior due to his height, but he also has the ball handling skills of a guard. He's a danger to try and guard, and it's scary, Sonny. He's only a freshman.
Senior guard, number 5, Maddox Matson, averaging 5 points per game.
And he's the spark plug of this team. If no one else is getting going, he's going to get going for the rest of the team.
Senior, number 10, Royal Sorensen, averaging 3 points per game.
And he is a good spacing player. He can make you pay from beyond the arc. He's also going to crash the boards.
And number 25, junior, small forward, averaging 5 points per game. Number 25, Hudson Smith.
And Smith, you got to keep an eye on. He's sneaky. He's like Kyler in the sense that he's going to score a bulk of points, but he's not going to do it in the loudest fashion.
Okay, for the Carbon Dinos, the senior Kyler Orth.
He's going to drive. He's going to shoot. He's going to do what he needs to do to get the win.
He wears number 2. Number 4, Caleb Sorensen, the senior, averaging 3 points a game.
Defensive specialist. He's pulled us straight up. He knows he's not going to be the offensive guy, so he's going to make his mark on defense.
Number 10, senior guard, averaging 13 points a game, Carter Warburton.
He crashes the glass. He passes the ball. He shoots extremely well. He's a real threat, and as soon as the Dinos break into the press, he's going to make the opposing team pay.
Number 24, senior forward, averaging 11 points per game, Logan Bennett.
Well, he lives up to the legacy of the number 24, Sonny. He is fearless, and he's going to make you pay if you leave only one person on him.
Number 34, senior Ty Mortensen, averaging 10 points per game.
Picture Rudy Gobert, except he can actually play offense. That's Ty Mortensen.
That's the starting 5. We are ready to go. It's packed in here. The Dinos wear the white uniforms, blue numbers laced in gray with the red uniforms with the white numbers. North Sanpete, Dinos, Hawks. Carbon goes right to left on your radio dial. We're ready to go. Senior night.
Gonna be a good one. I'm excited to see how this plays out. The Downs need to put the emotion behind that senior ceremony out in the past, and now they need to focus what lies ahead on the hardwood.
Congratulations to the seniors. We are underway, and here we go. Dinos win the toss, and it's Sorensen with the basketball on the left side. Picked up there by Coop. Has the ball knocked away, but he gets it back. Swings it over to Bennett. Bennett, three-point line. Holds down in the corner now. Goes to Warburton. Drives the baseline, kicks it out. Sorensen, baseline 3, partially blocked. And it goes to Sorensen. And it goes to Pollock. And we come down the other way. Shot by Sorensen, partially blocked. Didn't get to the rim, Aiden.
It didn't. Madsen did a good job reading it.
Drive inside, shot up, no good by Pollock. Offensive rebound up, no good. Rebound Mortensen. He'll give it ahead to Bennett. Bennett past the half-court stripe, stops there. Swings it right side to Orth, finds a gap, lays it up and in.
And good movement by the Dinos sets up that easy up and in. That's what they do so well now is they actually get set into these half-court moves.
Finds a gap to the basket, angle right off the glass layup, and it's 2-0 Dinos. With the basketball to Pollock. Pollock swings it over to the left side. On the wing, back outside, it goes to Sorensen. Swings it right side to Swap. Swap hands the ball off to Pollock. Back over to Swap. Bounce pass, cutting to the basket. Beautiful pass by Sorensen. And he finds wide open Hudson Smith for the easy 2. And we're tied at 2. Back the other way we come.
And he recognized if you get Ty off his feet, he's a little easier to get around. They do just that.
Bennett for 3, won't go. Rebound comes down to Madsen. Hands it off to Swap. He brings it out past the half-court stripe. Picked up there by Sorensen. Now it goes left side. Pollock, 3, good. From the wing left. Gunnar Pollock for 3. It's a 5-2. North Sanpete lead. 6 minutes left to play first quarter. Warburton for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Beautiful offensive rebound by Bennett. He kept the ball alive. He got the rebound. Put it up. No good, but he's fouled. And once again, one of the stats we always talk about. Offensive rebounding. That was beautiful by Logan Bennett on that play. Has a chance now to get points at the free throw line.
It is, Sonny. Evens it up one offensive board apiece early on. That last shot from Pollock wasn't your typical 3. That is a 6'5" kid, a freshman, mind you, pulling up from the collegiate 3-point line and making the Dinos pay to take that 5-2 advantage. Bennett misses his first shot, but he has an opportunity now to bounce back on the season. He's shooting 72% from the line.
Second free throw, good. 1 for 2 from the line. Logan with his first points of the ball game. 5-3 North Sanpete. The Dinos full court pressure. Swap. Double team. Swings it over to the right side. It goes to Madsen. He gets past a half court stripe. Down on the baseline. Drive to the basket. Shot up no good by Pollock, and the rebound comes down Dinos. We come the other way with a basketball. It's Orth. Orth drives in. Off the glass. Good. 2 baskets. He's done the same thing on that right side. Has that angle layup. 2 high percentage shots. Gets them both to go, and we're tied at 5.
And throughout his 3-year career on the varsity level, that's how he's made his name.
Bounce pass out of bounds. Off North Sanpete. Turnover number 1.
And last touch goes against Madsen, but a bit of a scrum as Mortensen is there as well. It was poked out at the last second by Warburton, so a lot of contact. Carbon lucky to get the bounce and the call their way.
Yeah, because he was there for the layup. They could have got him the ball. 3-point shot, no good for the Dinos. It's Withers with the miss. Offensive rebound, Mortensen to Orth. Same spot again. That right side layup off the glass. He has 6, and the Dinos lead 7-5.
And he's been doing that since his sophomore campaign, Sonny. He is vicious on the drive.
Pollock thought about the three, changes his mind. Dribbles inside, 10-foot jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to Warburton. Warburton will bring it up the floor himself, down the left side, all the way to the basket, loses it, and the ball goes back to North Sanpete. The Hawks trail 7-5. Dinos with the lead, another turnover. Bennett, 3-on-2 to Orth. This time the left side, count it, and a foul. A blocking foul on swap, into the free throw line goes Orth. And man, he's come out and he is aggressive. He is going to the basket. He has 8 of the first 9 points for the Dinos.
Well, at least he switched it up that time, going to the left side. He's been so potent on the right, switches them up, and they don't know how to react. He baits the foul out of Swap, who can't get his feet set, so he gets the and one opportunity. Orth electric early on. They're going to have to apply more pressure to him, and because of that, Sonny, those other double-digit scores for the Dinos are going to have a heyday.
Free throw no good. Warburton comes out of the game. Bazzoni comes in for the Dinos. Hawks with the ball. Shot blocked by Mortensen. Ball goes back, however, to Mason Moon, who just chucked into the ball game during those free throws, and he gets it to go 9-7. Mortensen with the ball, free throw line. Bennett, wing right, short, and the rebound Moon. So Moon comes into the ball game. He's got 2 points and a rebound quickly. Smith on the baseline. Pass into the paint, shot up no good by Moon. Rebound comes down to Withers. He'll bring it up the floor. North Sanpete gets back on defense. They'll slow it up. Smart move for the Dinos. Lob pass down underneath Bennett. Is knocked away in a turnover, number 2 for the Dinos. 3:54 left to play, first quarter. 9-7, Dinos up by 2. Sorensen swings it over. This is Pollock. Outside, Moon for 3. No good. Offensive rebound underneath to Smith. Whistle and a foul. And 2 free throws for Hudson Smith. He has 2 in the ball game. He'll try to tie this game up with his 2 free throws. 3:40 left to play. 9-7 Carbon. 2 fouls on North Sanpete, 1 on Carbon.
Now, Sonny, I think a storyline to watch going into this game is we've yet to see Clayton. We're about 3 substitutions deep for North Sanpete. Could be a non-factor tonight from that other 14-point per game score.
Free throw up and good by Smith. 3 points in the ball game. Checking into the ball game for the Carbon Dinos will be Carter Branch, the junior. Orth will take a seat.
And as Coach Brower said, lost my train of thought there for a second. Branch was on a minute restriction over the last 2 games, making his season debut and then his second game. Now he's able to play a much more extended time on the floor, and because of that, Brower's bench gets a little bit bigger with a steady hand in Carter Branch.
Smith hits both free throws. He has 4. We're tied at 9. Bazzoni has the ball knocked away. Withers gets it. Withers now drives inside, kicks it out to Branch on the baseline left. Finds Bennett at the free throw line. Shot short, no good, and the rebound comes down to Taylor. He checked in on the last dead ball for the Hawks. Swing it over to the left side, comes back out between the circles to Pollock. Moon thought about the 3, changes his mind. Gets it back, fakes the 3. Hands the ball back outside to Pollock. Finds a gap, drives inside, whistle and a foul. 2 free throws.
So only the second team foul coming for the Dinos. They played disciplined defense through the first 5 minutes of this first quarter of play. And because of that, we're seeing a lot of action early on from this team. They're avoiding foul trouble. That's the first foul whistled against Case Griffith. Now, Griffith, he is another one of those players who makes his name on the defensive side of things. And that is what he does best, is he is poking the ball away. He's harassing you constantly.
They said it was on the ground, so no free throws. So they'll throw it in on the baseline and a turnover. Withers steps in front of it. 2-on-1 fast break ahead of Bazzoni. And Jackson lays it up and in. 11-9 Dinos.
Yeah, they tried to loft it over Cash, but they severely underestimated his leaping ability. And that's going to be an offensive foul more than likely against North Sanpete. Buying some frustration from Morgan Bailey, shoves Griffith to the ground. Griffith does a good job selling it. A little extra something with the slide. You can watch him plant his hands push forward a little bit. But if he gets the job done, it gets the job done. Dinos force a turnover.
Foul's on Mason Moon. His first, team foul number 3 for North Sanpete. And the Dinos have the basketball of 2. 2:49 left to play. Bazzoni with the ball, top circle. Still with it, now goes between. Drives into the paint. Picks up his dribble, bounce pass down low to Griffith. Whistle and a foul on North Sanpete underneath the basket. Team foul number 4. The Dinos will throw it in on the baseline.
So from here on out, it's going to be free throws for the Dinos every time they are fouled. North Sanpete needs to take that into consideration over the next 2:40. Can't afford any more of these fouls that they've been giving up.
Hendry in for swap. Coming back into the ball game will be Mortensen along with Orth. Branch will come out. In it comes to Griffith. Outside it goes to Orth. Orth makes a move. Layup this time, no good. Whistle and a foul, 2 free throws.
And that one, it's an iffy call, but the opposing fans didn't react too harshly for it, so you can see the justification behind it. I would have understood a few disappointed groans by that call. Orth kind of bailed out by it. He lost his grip on the ball as he tried to go up with the left hook shot, but same result. He ends up at the charity stripe.
Free throw up and good. Orth with 9 here in the first quarter, having quite the start to this ball game. One more free throw to come.
Well, Sonny, we have his basketball cards right in front of us. They're signed as well. That might be worth something if he continues this performance.
Chip Coop checks into the ball game. Moon checks out for North Sanpete. One more free throw to come for Kyler Orth. Eyes the bucket. Good. 10 points for Orth. 3 for 5 from the free throw line for the Dinos. They lead 13-9. Full court pressure being applied. Matson, they break the press, gives it to Coop. Coop hands it off to Pollock. Back to Coop on the right side. Double team there. Pass down low, cutting to the basket, lay it up and in. Nice play. Maddox Matson gets his first 2 of the ball game at 13-11. Orth takes it in and a charge.
I think that's a bit of a makeup call for the last whistle. It didn't look like a charge. He was more swarmed, surrounded, hacked down, as if he were being pulled back down to the underworld in Greek mythology. But you can understand the rationale. Everything kind of evens out now with that.
13-11. 2:06 left to play in the first quarter. Dinos with the lead. Hawks with the ball. Across the half-court stripe. On the right side with the basketball, it's Hendry. Hendry to Coop. Back to the basketball, knocked away, and a turnover. Number 4, Dinos with the basketball, it's Mortensen. Mortensen has it off to Withers. He'll bring it up the left side. Picked up by Hendry. Keeps his dribble alive, drives in, puts up a runner, whistle, and a foul on the ground, but it will be free throws.
Yeah, Cash.
5 fouls.
Cash has done a good job in recognizing his shot didn't fall the first few times. He's trying to get something going by going for a bit of an easier shot. And now the easiest shot in the game comes for him, the free throw.
Withers at the free throw line. First one up, no good.
Now, Cash has a reputation as a shooter, Sonny. We talked about that with him earlier today. Here's what he had to say about his favorite memory during his time as a Dino.
Definitely hitting 4 threes against Emory here at home.
And he loved hitting those 4 threes against Emory, and can you blame him? That's a big game, big rivalry, being able to dominate as he did from beyond the arc. Got to give him some props.
13-11, Carbon up 2. Second free throw by Withers is up, and it is good.
Withers going to head to the bench now as Warburton comes back on to the floor. The Dinos with a 3-point lead, 14-11 with 1:38 left. It's been an entertaining start.
It has. Pollock with the basketball, past the half-court stripe, he comes with it. Swings it over to the left side, it goes to Sorensen. Back to Pollock, tries to get it back to Sorensen, knocked away, scramble for it, picked up by Mortensen. Fast break the other way, bounce pass, Sorensen gets it back, can't get it to go. Rebound Bennett. Back to the basket, Mortensen swings it over to Sorensen, to Warburton, 3-point line baseline. Puts the ball on the ground, now gives it back outside to Orth. Plenty of time on the shot clock, 20 seconds. Bennett with the ball between the circles, tip of the key, drives inside. That's a charge.
Drops the shoulder, and that's what buys the charge. It was that little motion at the end, and a good job planting his feet, buying the second foul from Bennett. Now the Dinos need to be careful over the next 59, as the next time they foul, it's going to be free throws.
59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Carbon leading 14-11.
The Dinos set up in a 3-2 zone. They're trying to guard that perimeter a little more effectively than a 2-3 will. They got Ty patrolling down in the paint too, so that makes that task a little easier.
Hendry, they'll swing it around the perimeter. 3-point line passing. Whistle and a foul on Sorensen. So foul number 5. Free throws for the Hawks with 43 seconds left to play. Here in the first quarter, the Dinos lead 14-11.
You know, you can see the rationale a little bit behind it, trying to reach in, poke that ball away, but you got to recognize when you're in too deep and you got to release.
Free throw is up and no good.
Well, now it's looking a bit like a better foul for Caleb. If you can buy that first miss, things go a little more in your favor.
Second free throw off the back, no good. So neither one drops, and the rebound comes down to Mortensen, gives it to Warburton. Sorensen.
Wasted possession for North Sanpete with both of those misses.
Sorensen to Warburton on the right side. Swings it over to Orth. Orth finds a gap in the paint. Little shovel layup, get it to go, and it does. And he'll go to the free throw line for a chance for 3-point play.
Well, he's been doing it all quarter long, Sonny. He buys his 12th point of the frame. Now, we've heard him referred to as Greg. Everyone calls Kyler Greg. We talked to him earlier. We found out why.
I think my favorite memory was when my mom yelled out my full name, Kyler Gregory Orth, and that's where the name Greg came from.
Not always the most pleasant experience having your mom stand up in the stands and scream your full name, but Berth, probably one of the most memorable nicknames here at Carbon High.
Free throw up and good, 17-11. Carbon up 6. Orth has 13. Shot clock off. Game clock says 14. Down low, Coop up with the shot, no good, a whistle and a foul. And free throws for Chip Coop.
Now, Coop, we haven't really seen much of him throughout the season. One of those players coming in a little bit more of an unknown. Enters the contest as a freshman, averaging 0.8 points a night, but he's trying to surpass that here, and he gets those shooters touch on the first free throw.
3 for 5 from the free throw line as a team for the Hawks here in the first quarter. 17-12 Dinos.
Well, I got a halftime update for you, Sonny. Emory Union already at the half. Emory up 37-24.
Emory trying to come away with the win. Really make this region interesting if that happens tonight. Out of bounds after the 3 miss for the Dinos out of bounds. It'll be Dino ball on the baseline. But, man, if Emory can win tonight.
It's chaos.
No. Oh, yes.
You know, it's fun this time of year, especially in a region this competitive. Officials trying to have the players separate just a little bit more contact than they like to see in the inactive situation.
Sorensen will throw the ball in on the baseline. In it comes to Mortensen. Drives inside, loses it, gets it back, puts it up. No good. End of the quarter. Good first quarter for the Carbon Dinos. Great first quarter for Kyler Orth. He finishes with 13. And the Carbon Dinos lead North Sanpete 17-13. After one, we'll take a break. When we come back, quarter number 2, 95-3 The Peak, where the Dinos play.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a Spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
You're listening to Carbon Dino Basketball on the Peak, KRPX 95.3 FM.
Quarter number 1 in the books here, senior night, Carbon High School. The Dinos leading 17-13, led by Kyler Orth with 13 points, Bizzoni with 2, Withers with 1, Bennett with 1. For North Sanpete after 1, leading the way, Hudson Smith with 4, we have Pollock with 3, Matson with 2, and Moon with 2. That's a 17-13 lead for the Carbon Dinos. North Sanpete will get the ball to start the second quarter. Here we go.
Well, Carbon right now leading in every major team stat: points, rebounds, winning that battle by 1, 8-7. Steals, their 4-1 advantage. Blocks, they are tied 1 apiece.
Madison with the shot, no good. Offensive rebound, Coop underneath. Puts it up off the glass, can't get it to go. Battles for another offensive rebound. We'll have a jump ball, and it will go to Carbon. Nice work underneath there for Coop.
Yeah, it was a good job trying to go to work in the paint, but no one expects to see Carter Branch flying. He's an unknown to a lot of these teams because he's only been playing the last 2 games, so not much of film on him, so he's a bit of a wild card.
Warburton with the basketball, has it knocked away, gets it back, reach foul. Really aggressive is Maddox Matson on Warburton right now.
And he
got the reach foul.
He had Warburton right where he wanted him. He had him squared up face to face. He was poking the ball away. Carter did a good job rotating, trying to get him in a pseudo box out, trying to buy himself some time to build up a dribble. Madsen keeps on reaching in, and because of that, he's whistled for the reach.
On the floor, Bazzoni. Branch, who takes it strong to the basket, now finds Bennett. Mortensen, Warburton on the floor. Bazzoni for 3. Good. 5 points in the ball game for Bazzoni. 20-13. The Dinos up 7 with 7 minutes left to play in the second quarter.
It was just good ball movement, and like we said, Branch, a bit of an unknown, goes up for the layup. Instead, lofts the pass to the left corner, sets up an even bigger 3 for Bazzoni.
Madsen gives it to Pollock. Down low it goes to Coop. Back outside, 3-point shot, baseline right, short, and the Dinos get the rebound. Sorensen couldn't get that one to the basket. Bazzoni takes it all the way. Reverse layup, no good. Put back by Branch, no good. A whistle. What do we have?
We're going to call a foul, it looks like, against Carter. He took an elbow to the face, and that doesn't sound too pleasant one bit.
A foul on Branch. Team foul number 1. Personal foul number 2 on Branch. He'll come out. Checking into the ball game will be Withers.
Yeah, he's holding that nose a little bit. He caught a lot of contact fighting for the board, and he really was going for it. And we haven't had one of these in a while, Sonny, but they're cleaning up blood on the floor. That was a common occurrence early on in region play, either that or pom-pom. But now we had a nice little break. It's good to see the Towels get back on the court. Always exciting to see.
6:47 left to play first half, 2013. The Dinos up 7. Both teams with 1 foul. We'll get you some scores from around the state here since we have a second.
Yeah, we look first in our opposing region, Delta, dominating Providence Hall at the half, up 42-22. Like we mentioned earlier, Emory up at a halftime break, 37-24 over Union. Kanab beating South Sevier 19-12. Juab up over Canyon View 17-13. And that's where we really sit in terms of 3A and 1-2A score. Look at Coach Orth. Such an inspiration, wiping that blood off the floor. He's always throwing out there. That's probably the worst position you can find yourself in as an assistant coach, but he takes it, and he shines. You got to love when you have a guy like that on your team, someone willing to do the dirty work, both figuratively and literally.
6:47 left to play, 2013. Got to have people like that,
Yeah, no, it's always a good organizational thing to have, and it shows the culture. No one's big enough to not go onto the court and wipe up some blood.
Here we go. North Sanpete with the basketball. Throwing it in will be Sorensen. Sorensen will bring it in to Smith. Smith will dribble it up half court. He'll be picked up there by Warburton. Goes to the left side, goes to Madsen. Swing it over the right side now to Sorensen. Sorensen, bounce pass, knocked away, scramble for it, picked up by the Hawks. Pollock from 15, good.
And like I mentioned earlier, he's dangerous when he can get going. The Downs need to find a way to shut him down quickly.
He has 5. Bazzoni all the way to the basket, no good. Rebound North Sanpete. Fast break, 2-on-1. Dinos get back on defense. They'll set the offense. 3-point shot, no good this time by Madsen. Hits the top of the backboard. Dino basketball. The Dinos did a good job getting back. It looked like North Sanpete was going to get an easy basket. Dinos get back on defense. They come up empty.
Yeah, the transition D was spectacular. That go-around, Dinos able to get back, force the miss, and get the ball back on the out-of-bounds.
Bazzoni, cross-court pass goes to Withers on the baseline. Bounce pass underneath Mortensen to Bennett. Bennett shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound Coop.
And they're letting them play physical this game, so both teams just got to adjust their style to that.
Pollock stopped, takes the 3. Good. He has 8 points in the ball game.
Like I said, he's dangerous once he sees that ball go into the bottom of the basket, and he's showing it off right now.
Back down to 2. Bennett in the paint. Loses control. Ball goes over to North Sanpete. 1-on-2. Doesn't matter. All the way to the basket. Pollock has 10. And he's found himself a groove now, just like Orth did early or in the entire first quarter. Now, Pollock is in a groove. Timeout, Carbon. That's a good timeout. We're tied at 20.
Yeah, you got to stop the momentum somehow because Pollock was on fire. The freshman getting near everything he wants. He's got 2 rebounds and 2 steals in addition to all the points he's pouring in, up to 10 in the contest.
So we are sitting at 20-20, both teams with 1 foul here in the second quarter. In this game kind of going the way you expected it to go.
Yeah, no, back and forth affair. Not both teams know what's at stake. They know the region's still wide open. Carbon wanting to take a little more control of their destiny. North Sanpete seeking to play spoiler. They've eliminated themselves pretty much officially from a region title, but they're looking to just make it a more painful experience for everyone else.
You know, we said that down the stretcher, the team that plays the most consistent basketball is probably going to win the most games. Well, it's this situation tonight. Both teams have played pretty consistent. The team that loses that consistency in this game might be in trouble because we're just going back and forth right now.
That we are. And right now, another thing you got to keep an eye on is the amount of fouls piling up, namely on North Sanpete. They have lots of players buying themselves into foul trouble early on. Bennett snags the board there, but he gets reached over the back, and that's going to be the 3rd personal foul whistled against Milo Hendry, the junior forward, finding himself in some pretty significant trouble in the second.
Mortensen has the ball off to Bozzoni. He'll lose it out of bounds and a turnover for the Dinos. That's number 5. Taylor checking into the ball game for Hendry with his foul situation. And it will be Hawks basketball tied at 20 with 5 minutes and 8 seconds now running left to play here in the first half.
And Jackson walking a little gingerly. You can tell he's lacking some of that explosiveness that normally makes his game so fun to watch.
Pollock thought about the 3 from deep, changed his mind, hands it off to Sorensen. Sorensen to Matson. Matson with the ball, down low it goes, back to the basket. Smith kicks it back outside. The perimeter pass, here's a 3, good. 3-point shot by Maddox Matson. And all of a sudden, North Sanpete is heating up.
Yeah, they've battled back from that early deficit. Now they're looking to tack on a few more points. They haven't updated the scoreboard yet, but it's 23-20.
Yep. There it goes. 3-point shot by Withers, no good. And rebound comes down to the Hawks, and they come the other way. They're up 3. Nice little run here for North Sanpete. Swing it over to the left side. It goes to Sorensen. Pollock thought about the 3 again. Swings it over to the right side to Matson. Back to Pollock. Over to the left side to Sorensen. Sorensen will take the 3, baseline left, good. And they are heating up.
Well, what they're doing so effectively is they're buying a corner seal against these teams, and it's opening up their 3 points, especially in the corner.
Ball almost goes out of bounds. Saved. But then it goes to North Sanpete. Fast break. Lay it up and in. Matson has 7. 28-20. Timeout, Carbon. And, you know, we talked about when it was 20-20, we said the team that plays the most consistent through the night, through the game, might win this game. Well, the Dinos have gone into about a 2-minute slump here.
Yeah, and they're rattled right now, Sonny. North Sanpete getting just about everything they want. Like I was mentioning, on the offensive side, they're running a bit of a four-out, one-in offense. And so what that entails, they're going to swing the ball around and get an open shot in the corner. And when they do, they're sending the player who's roaming the paint into more of a box out, buying pretty much a screen, trying to get that shot as open as possible. And it's paid off. Because Ty, he's forced to come and cover in that 3-2, and it's just not working out for him.
So the Dinos need to do what now on the defensive side? What adjustments do they make? Because they're getting the looks at the 3s now, and they're starting to drop.
Well, you got to switch out of the 3-2 right now. They've obviously grown used to it. They now know what's coming their way. They're going to be able to get whatever they want from it. You got to switch to more of a man-to-man look. You don't want to risk the 2-3 zone with them shooting the ball as well as they are. You want to go for a man or a trap.
Griffith trapped on the baseline. He stepped out of bounds. The aggressiveness on the defensive side for the Hawks is showing here in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
And it's paying off, but again, that foul trouble, as long as they have plays like that where they're not committing a violation, that's going to be the defense that's going to win them this game.
Pollock with it. Gets the ball to Matson. Matson triple teamed. Has the ball knocked away. Scramble for it. They get it back, however. The Hawks do. They'll pass it down low in the paint. Kick it back outside. It goes to Sorensen. Sorensen off to Pollock from 15. Won't go. Rebound Bennett. Bennett to Warburton. Checked in on the last dead ball. Warburton brings it down the left side. Picks up his dribble, gives it to Bennett. Bennett to Sorensen, right side. Between the circles, now goes right side to Bennett. Shot clock says 15, plenty of time. Withers, shot blocked. Tried to get that off, but Matson makes a good block, and it goes right to North Sanpete. We come the other way. 3-on-2, nice move in the paint. Lay it up and in by Pollock. He has 12.
Well, the freshman right now playing like a 5-year vet at the collegiate level. He's making all the right reads, all the right moves, and now that lead grows up to 10.
30-20. Dinos have been stuck on 20 for a while. Withers, count it and a foul. They needed that. Cash from about 10 got the defender in the air and then put up the shot. The defender got him on the arm coming down. Count the basket and a chance for a three-point play. Mortensen will check in for the Dinos. Coop will check in.
And it used to be that the Dinos would have one quarter where they wouldn't play their best. They narrowed it down to about a 3-minute stretch, and we just experienced that. The Dinos weather the storm but find themselves down by double digits before that basket by Withers. Now they need to get back in their groove. They have about 2.5 minutes to respond before you go into the intermission.
Free throw, good. 4 points in the ball game. 7 for 9 as a team from the line, and it is the Hawks with the basketball. North Sanpete has it. It's Pollock. Swings it over to the right side, goes to Matson. Matson to Coop down on the baseline. Coop double teamed, and Warburton just steals it from him. Then we have a foul. Blocking foul on North Sanpete. That foul will be on Matson.
And a good rip away for Carter. That's the second steal of the evening. He comes into trap pressure immediately along the sideline, but this time able to bulldoze his way through and buy a foul from a defender. From here on out, Sonny, it's going to be every defensive foul. Should be free throws.
Foul on Carbon away from the ball. Foul's going to be on North. Team foul number 2. There's 5 fouls right now on North Sanpete, so the Dinos will be shooting free throws. And that is personal foul number 2 on North. So the Hawks with the basketball. Smith drives in the paint, guarded by Mortensen, puts up a shot. No good. Mortensen made him alter it. Rebound comes down to Mortensen. Gives it to Bennett. Bennett has the ball stolen on the pass, and a turnover for the Dinos. Stepping into the passing lane, Pollock. Pollock over the right side to Matson. Guarded by Warburton. Bounce pass down underneath. They swing it over to an open 3. Pass down on the baseline. Shot up, no good. Whistle on the foul.
Yeah, it's the right call. Lots of contact by Carter on that one. The ball movement of North Sanpete has been incredible to watch. They're navigating around. They're staying patient. They're content to let that shot clock dwindle down. And because of that, they're finding the most open shot possible.
Yeah, they were moving the ball so quickly, I couldn't keep up with it. Sorensen, I thought, was going to take a 3. Changed his mind. He got the ball down to Hudson Smith, and he's fouled and goes to the free throw line. The first one's up and good. Fourth comes out of the ball game. Second free throw. No good. And then an over-the-back foul on Coop. That's a good call.
Now, looks like they've rectified a foul situation. Originally, it was showing that they had 5. Apparently, they only just picked up their 4th, which explains why that last blocking foul was not free throws. I was curious why that was the case, but scoreboard error is the solution.
So it's 4-3 on the foul situation with 1:28 left to play. Here in the first half, and the Dinos down 8, they have the ball. It's Pizzoni with it on the right side. Here's a little pass down to Warburton trying to go to the basket. It's knocked away in a turnover. We come the other way. Here comes North Sanpete. With the basketball, it's Matson. Matson drives in, hands it off. Perimeter passing down to Matson. 10-foot shot baseline left, no good. Over the back foul on Coop again.
And Coop really needs to check himself in those situations. You don't have positioning, you're not going to win the battle. You're definitely not going to win the refs over if you keep doing that. That's going to be free throws for Carbon, especially now that you're sending Carter Warburton to the line, one of the more consistent forces on this team. On the season, Sonny, 75% from the stripe is what he's shooting. So you really can't afford plays like that.
Luke Lee, Mason Moon will check into the ballgame after this first shot by Carter Warburton. Looking for his first points of the ball game. Eyes the bucket for free throw number 1. It's up and no good.
Yeah, you can tell just a little frazzled right now. All of the Dinos just having a hard time connecting on any shot. You want to see him break out of this over the next minute stretch, keep this one at least within single digits heading into the intermission.
Free throw number 2 for Warburton. Branch checks back into the ballgame for the Dinos. It's up, and it's good. 31-24, Hawks with the lead, a minute 4 left to play first half. Pressure being applied by the Dinos. North Sanpete gets it past half court to Moon. Timeout, Hawks. That's a good timeout.
Yeah, no, they were struggling, and they were about to run into another trap just across the 10-second line. Heaven knows what could have happened. They could have stepped backwards into a backcourt, traveled, carry. Lots of possibilities there. But a wise call coming from head coach Bill Pollock.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Gunnar Pollock right now. He's dominating in almost every facet of the game. He's got 3 rebounds, 4 steals. That's what's really made him impressive, is those 4 steals he's been able to put up. He's got 12 points alongside that.
Yep. 31-24, 5 fouls on North Sanpete, 3 fouls on the Carbon Dinos. Big game here tonight at Carbon High School. Senior night, last regular season home game for the Dinos. Next Wednesday, we will be at Manti. And then Friday, we will be at Emory. Finish out the regular season.
That'll be a fun one, Sonny. Emory round 2. Lots on the line for both of these two teams. Oh my goodness, Sonny, it's a return of the pom-pom on the floor. We're getting it all tonight, aren't we?
Yep. Referee do a little bit of housekeeping, and here we go. With the basketball, it's Pollock. Picked up by Griffith, swings it over to the left side to Moon. Moon with the bump on Warburton, and they call the foul.
Well, we look now to the Emory score with 3:49 remaining in the third quarter. Emory just put themselves up 43-30 over the Cougars, so they're having themselves a good time down in Roosevelt.
Team foul number 4, foul number 2 on Warburton. He'll come out of the ball game. Yeah, I mean, that's a huge game for Emory on the road. And it comes to Lee. Lee, top circle, picks up his dribble. Gives it to Moon. The ball knocked away by Sorensen. Fast break the other way. 1-on-2. Doesn't matter. Sorensen puts it up and in. His first points of the ball game. It's down to 5. 33 seconds left to play. Shot clock, game clock almost even. And then Sorensen gets in the passing lane again and knocks it out of bounds. Almost had another turnover.
It's one of those similarities between football and basketball. We all know Caleb was a spectacular cornerback. Now he's showing those skills off, able to read passing lanes just so efficiently.
Quite the atmosphere here at Carbon High School tonight, senior night. Kids having a great time. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Carbon, whistling a foul on Moon. It's what makes high school sports so awesome.
It is, and I was talking about it earlier. This is something that, no matter how divided the world may seem, everyone comes together for high school sports. There's a community and an atmosphere unlike anything else you get to participate in. So I'm glad to be here along with you, and I'm glad these fans are here to cheer on these athletes.
Caleb Sorensen to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. 14 seconds left in the first half. First free throw up and no good. Dinos are 8 for 12 from the free throw line. 4 for 7 tonight for North Sanpete. And Sorensen gets one more. 31-26, 14 seconds left. Shot clock off. Second free throw, no good. Rebound comes down to North Sanpete. It's Pollock with the rebound. And now whistling a foul, then he'll shoot free throws with 10 seconds left to play.
You don't want those.
That's not a good foul for the Dinos. They're still in the backcourt.
No, you're that far away from the basket. You don't want to be committing that. And it's especially in a situation where with 10 seconds left, it sets them up with a shot at the charity stripe. He's going to take full advantage of it.
Foul on Branch, that's number 3. The free throw by Pollock is up and good. He has 13. 32-26.
Branch out, Curtis in for the final 10 seconds. Curtis is known to have quite the shot from range.
Free throw number 2 for the freshman. Gunnar Pollock is up and good. Freshman, we'll be saying his name quite a bit here in a few years. 3-point shot down the barrel by Withers, no good. Offensive rebound by Curtis is up and no good, and we have played a half. And a good second quarter for North Sanpete. They go in at the half, up 33-26. When we come back, the Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime show here on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play. You can also watch us on the KSL app. It's awesome to be in partners with KSL, and you can also watch us on YouTube.
Yeah, you can find us over on YouTube by typing into that little search bar, Castle Country Radio Carbon, and from there you'll be taken away to a world of Dinos athletics, not just tonight's competition, but contests from prior points of this season, dating all the way back to football. So whether it's live or on demand, you can watch the Dinos wherever you are on your schedule, and it's all powered by Castle Country Radio.
Halftime, 33-26. North Sanpete with the lead. When we come back, Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime show.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Plumbing issues don't happen every day, but when they do, it's good to know that there's a plumber you can trust right here in the Castle Country. The Swell Plumber has over 30 years of experience and has proven that he's reliable. Here's what some customers have said about the Swell Plumber.
Kurt was amazing. He came out to the house the same day and got quotes to us very quickly.
Kurt kept in touch with us with updates as things progressed. I was definitely pleased.
For residential and commercial plumbing, go to theswellplumber.com and book your appointment today.
The time is now to join the JN Auto Experience. Browse quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs at our price or Huntington lots. JN Auto can even help you get financing. Get fast, expert mechanic service to keep your vehicle running smoothly. Treat your car to a spotless wash or make it shine with professional detailing. Even rent a car. All in one convenient stop. JN Auto. Driven forward.
Welcome to Emery and Carbon Animal Health, where Dr. Jensen and his staff greet you and your pet with caring smiles. Our exam rooms are clean and inviting. Our accredited doctors offer many procedures, including examinations, surgery, dentistry, and boarding. Schedule an appointment today. 2 locations to serve you. Emery and Carbon Animal Health. Animals big and small. We care for them all.
It's fun! It's our favorite place.
Strike up family fun for everyone. Gateway Lanes. Families that play together stay together. And Gateway Lanes is your center for fun, snacks, and great food. So let Gateway Lanes do the cooking with open and league bowling year-round and Club Bowl Thursday night, 9 till 11:30, with unlimited bowling including shoes. Since 1989, Helper's Hometown Bowling Center, Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in Historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Welcome to the Carbon Dinos Halftime Report, brought to you by Castle Valley Orthodontics. Call 637-2222 and schedule your free consultation for a smile that will last a lifetime.
Welcome back to Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime show here at Carbon High School. Senior night here at Carbon High School. The next 2 games for the Dinos on the road to finish out the season. Wednesday night, we will be on the road at Manti.
Yep, that we will. It's going to be a fun environment. Last time we saw those 2 teams play, went to overtime, but now they're going to be on the Templars' home court. It's going to be a fight to the finish.
And then on Friday night, we will be at Emery High School.
And that
we need to take care of business here right now. They trail North Sanpete, who played a great second quarter, 33-26. And the Carbon Dinos not shooting the ball really well from the three-point line so far tonight. They're getting outgunned there from the line. That's probably the difference in the game is the three-point shooting.
Oh, it absolutely is, Sonny. Normally you see the Dinos shooting about 30%. Right now only 1 of 9 from beyond the arc. That doesn't do yourself any favors as you find yourself in a dogfight against North Sanpete. They've done a lot of other things right, but one of the areas you got to keep an eye on, they keep turning the ball over, much to their detriment, and you got to give a lot of credit in that department to Gunnar Pollock. He's got 4 steals on the evening.
Yep, no. Shooting 8 for 13 from the free throw line tonight, the Carbon Dinos. For North Sanpete, they are 6 for 9 here in the first half. North Sanpete with 6 turnovers, the Carbon Dinos with 8. We'll take a look at scoring by individuals. Another difference in this ball game is the second quarter that Gunnar Pollock, the freshman 6'5" shooting guard, had 14 points here in the first half.
Yeah, the opening frame, it was Orth who was doing the damage, but then it switched sides and players. Pollock took control the rest of the way. He is a key part of why North Sanpete holds the lead they do at this juncture.
Now he's doubled his scoring with 7. He's averaging 7 points per game. He has 14. However, the senior guard Bryce Swap has no points in the ball game. He's averaging 14. So right now it's balancing out because Maddox Matson with 7 points of his own for the senior.
Yeah, and it's been interesting to kind of watch. We talked about it in the pregame show that if the Dinos, they're very good at trying to contain, that lead scorer, even that secondary scorer, but it's always that third or fourth guy who causes them fits today. It is Pollock and Madsen who are doing just that. The Dinos going to have to switch their defensive emphasis, keep those two in mind as they try and crack down on defense the rest of the way.
As we said, Matson with 7. Hudson Smith has 5. He's played a good first half of basketball. Mason Moon comes off the bench, 2 for North Sanpete, for a total of 33 points. Now the Carbon Dinos leading the way. Kyler Orth had an incredible first quarter. He finishes the first half with 13, but I believe was 10 of those in the first quarter, I believe.
He was off to a hot start. Kyler was just dominant early on, and because of that, you saw him really earn his stripes. It was that catch on the wing and the drive in, namely on the right side, where he was punishing North Sanpete. When they shut that down, he said, okay, I'm going to switch to my left, and he did just that, getting an and one to fall on the opposite side. You want to see him rekindle some of that magic, but some other players you want to see get more involved in the action, Sonny. You want to see a little bit more from Carter Warburton. You need to see more from Bennett, and you need to see more from Ty Mortensen. Ty Mortensen been a non-factor on the offensive side of things, but defensively, he has had his normal impact. He's got 5 boards, a block, and 2 steals, so he's having an impact. But you want to see him do more offensively. They've really clamped down on Bennett. They haven't given him any chance, but he does a lot of his scoring in the second half most of the time, so he's someone who needs to get going here in the third quarter.
Well, if the Dinos can get some scoring down low, it's going to open up that three-point shot, and they'll start hitting more three-point shots, but the three-point shooting that they've had tonight, they haven't had any completely wide-open shots. It's been good defense by North Sanpete, but, however, Orth with the 13 points, then followed by Jackson Bizzoni coming off the bench with 5. Withers coming off the bench with 4. Then we have Sorensen with 2. Warburton with 1. And Logan Bennett with 1. That's the scoring for the Carbon Dinos in the first half. They have 26. Carbon led after 1, 17-13. But in the second quarter, North Sanpete has a 20-point quarter, and they come back to take a 33-26 lead as Carbon only scores 9 points in that second quarter.
Yeah, they really were held in check in that frame, Sonny. And speaking of held in check, Emory had that big lead going into the halftime break, but now they find themselves in a dogfight, only up 2 at the start of the fourth quarter, 46-44. So that Union team you can never really count out of a game, but you look at rebounding stats. Carbon winning that battle right now, 15-11. Steal-wise, North Sanpete has even that one up. Carbon with 6. North Sanpete has 5. So North Sanpete surprisingly winning the block department. They've got 2, and surprisingly not coming from the 6'5 freshman. They both come from Maddox Matson.
Halftime show sponsored by Castle Valley Orthodontics. The great people down there want to thank Castle Valley Orthodontics for sponsoring the Carbon Dino halftime show. We're about ready for the start of the second half. Dinos trail 33-26. They need to do what here in this opening part of the third quarter to cut into the 7-point lead? 7 points is nothing. Yeah. This can be easy for the Dinos to cut into. They just don't need to panic.
Yeah, just get into your rhythm. That's what they have to do. Establish yourselves. Know what you're capable of and play to the level you've been playing at over the past couple of weeks. You do that, things are going to take care of themselves.
And it comes. North Sanpete gets the ball first. They go right to left. Dinos will go left to right on your radio dial. Bounce pass goes inside to Pollock. Turnaround shot from about 8 feet. No good. Rebound Mortensen. Ahead to Sorensen. He'll bring it up the floor. Gives it to Bennett. Knocked away out of bounds. They tried to get the ball down to Orth. He was open for a second. But a good defensive play by Hudson Smith coming over to knock the ball out of bounds. It looked like Carbon was going to get an easy two.
Carbon at times is rushing. Other times they're dragging. They just haven't been able to find their tempo yet.
Out of bounds.
Last touch, North Sanpete.
Yep.
Carter leaned out of the way of it. It looks like he thought the ball was touched, but last second realized that wasn't the case.
Turnover for the Dinos. North Sanpete with the basketball. Swap with it, gives it over to Pollock. Pollock hands it off to Sorensen. Sorensen back to Swap. Back to Sorensen. Pollock over to the right side, back to Swap. Shot from 10, good. Don't want him to get going. His first points of the ball game, 35-26, North Sanpete up 9. Mortensen on the baseline, stepped out, turnover. So 2 turnovers for the Dinos to start this second half. 2 possessions, no shots at the basket.
And they just keep rushing. Things are not going in their favor. North Sanpete taking full advantage of it.
Pollock swings it over to the left side, goes to Madsen, back to Pollock. Over the right side is Sorensen. They play catch behind the 3. Back over the left side to Madsen. Madsen now in the paint. Uses his pivot foot, puts it up off the glass. No good. Whistle and a foul. Foul on North Sanpete. I believe it's on Madsen.
And that's where North Sanpete's aggression does come back to bite them a little bit. They build up fouls quickly early on in the frame, but Madsen only picking up his first. He's one of the few players not really in foul trouble for North Sanpete.
It's actually on Hudson Smith. His first foul.
Well,
not all same situation.
Not all of us can read, you know. Hudson Smith picks up his first.
Sorensen with the basketball left side. Picked up there by Swap. Gives it to Mortensen, 3-point line. Swings it over to Orth. Orth finds a little gap off the glass. This time won't go. That was a little tougher shot this time. Swap with it, gets the rebound, brings it up the floor. All the way to the basket. Blocked out of bounds. North Sanpete ball on the baseline, but Swap, I think, coming out of the halftime,
he wants to get going.
He told himself, okay, I'm going to get into this game.
Yeah, and
I'm going to make myself a part of this game. You can see it.
You can, and a big block coming from Ty. He picks up his second block of the game with that swat.
Swap with the ball, 3-point line. Hands it off. This is Madsen. Madsen to Sorensen. Sorensen back to Swap, and a whistle and a foul on the Dinos, is it? Yes. Foul on Carbon.
Sonny, that's not the best call. That was tied up in a jump ball. Obscured angles from the official, blows his whistle out of reflex. That should have been a jump ball call. Simple as that.
Maybe it was, because I didn't see a foul put up.
Well, hey.
They never really signaled.
They never did. So
maybe I missed it.
No.
Anyway, it was a jump ball, and the possession arrow went to North Sanpete. Now we have a foul on Carbon. So right back where we were. 6:04 left to play, third quarter. Foul is on Sorensen, his second. Team foul number 1 for the Dinos.
Dinos trying not to fall down again into double-digit deficit. Only down by 9 right now, trying to bounce back in.
Pollock will throw it in. And it comes to Swap. Swap now brings it left side. Picked up there by Warburton. Bounce pass down the paint. Swatted away by Mortensen. 3-on-1. Sorensen all the way. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Bennett put it up and in. And Bennett has 3. They need to get him going. That might be it. 35-28.
Yeah, that was a big-time play, a big block by Ty, followed by the big basket by Bennett, and now the steal by Orth and a foul whistled against North Sanpete. You got to give a lot of credit to Ty. We caught up with him before the game to ask him what his favorite senior memory was.
My favorite memories are traveling with all the seniors up on the bus to away games.
It's been fun to catch up with the seniors on their last home game. Love hearing from them. It's always nice to hear what their perspective of the game really is.
Sure. 5:30 left to play here, third, 35-28. Sorensen gives the ball off to Warburton. Warburton, free throw line, works his way in. Takes it outside to Mortensen to Orth, 18 on the shot clock. Orth drives in, back outside to Warburton on the left wing. Finds a gap, lays it up. They take it away. They say a charge on Carter Warburton.
It's a tough call to make for both sides. Carter's not happy with it. He wanted that and one. Kind of gets undercut in the process, but you can't deny that the player's feet was set as he drew the contact. So Carter picks up his third. And we talked about it in the pregame show, Sonny. Teams have started to key off the fact that Carter is a very efficient scorer for the Dinos. He was that lead guy early on. And because of that, they're starting to apply more and more pressure to him.
Bizzoni, Withers, Branch, Mortensen, Bennett. 5 on the floor for the Carbon Dinos. Sorensen with the ball. Now it goes on the baseline. Hendry, you checked in. Kicked it outside. 3-point shot. Swap won't go. Rebound comes down to Mortensen. Mortensen ahead to Bizzoni. Here come the Dinos down 7. Bizzoni with the basketball. Picks it up. Gives it off to Branch. Wing left. Cross-court pass goes to Withers. They'll take the 3 from there. No, air ball hit the net. The rebound comes down to Bennett. Whistle. Foul on the ground. Foul's going to be on Swap.
And Swap in disbelief. Well, you gotta take it how as it comes, though. It knocks the points off the board, if nothing else, forcing Carbon into a reset. You see why the frustration's there, though. That picks up his third.
3 fouls. Bennett will throw it in on the baseline. And it comes back to Mortensen. 3-point line. Holds it. Puts it on the ground. Nice pass to Bennett. Cutting to the basket. Can't get it to go. Mortensen offensive rebound. Can't get it to go. Whistle will have an over-the-back foul on Bennett.
And Logan gets an explanation from the official as that, and, he approaches it calmly. That's what officials like to see. You like to see him take up, what could I have done differently there? He picks up his third, though, so Orth is going to come off the bench more than likely to fill in for the space of Bennett.
So now the foul situation starting to mount here in this ball game. Bennett will come out. Orth will come in. Orth comes in with his 13 points. He has 2 fouls. With the basketball, North Sanpete Swap with it. Swings it over to the left side of Sorensen. Back to Swap to Moon, who checked in on the last dead ball. Moon back outside to Swap. Swap aggressively. Nice bounce pass. Baseline up and in by Hendry. And Swap looks like a different player here in the second half. 37-28, 4 minutes left to play. Sorensen outside Withers for 3. Short. Rebound comes down to Swap. Double teamed in the backcourt. Breaks the half-court stripe. Finds a gap. Nice pass. Lay it up and in. He found a gap. Hendry was wide open for the easy 2. And it's 39-28. Back up to double digits for the Hawks.
Well, and you can't really call a timeout right now. You got 3 remaining the rest of the game.
Bizzoni, spin move in the paint. Picks up his dribble. Back outside to Orth. Orth to Branch. Cross-court pass to Withers. Thought about the 3. Good defense by Moon. Branch will take the 3. Down the barrel. No. Rebound. Scramble for Bizzoni. Gets it. To Mortensen. To Withers. Shot clock new. Knocked away. Turnover Dinos. Here comes the Hawks down the other way down the right side. On the baseline. Nice pass. 2. Nice pass from Sorensen to Hendry. Point blank range. And Hendry has 6 quick points. And all of a sudden, North Sanpete's up 41-28 with 3 minutes left to play in the third quarter. The Dinos just don't look like they're in the groove on the offensive side.
No, they look disinterested, Sonny, if I'm being at all honest. They don't look like they want to compete. They don't look like they want to be out there right now. They need this timeout. They need to take a deep breath, get out there. It's an emotional night. It's senior night. This is your last game ever, and those emotions kind of ride with you. But at the same time, you got to make sure that you put all of that behind you as you go into the opening tip. The Dinos did an excellent job of that in the first quarter. Orth was off. The offense was clicking. The defense looked great. But since then, they've really become lackadaisical.
Well, I think the defense for North Sanpete has picked up as well.
It has, and the offense just isn't flowing for Carbon. They're rushing. They're slowing down. They aren't playing on tempo, and that is creating all sorts of problems for them.
On the floor for Cardinal will be Warburton, Sorensen, Griffith, Orth, Bizzoni. That's the 5 on the floor. The 5 on the floor for North Sanpete will be Pollock, Swap, Sorensen, Moon, and Hendry. We're ready to go. Dinos with the basketball. They got to make a run here in the third quarter, down 41-28.
Yeah, they're just waiting for the clock to pop back up. 3 minutes left. You got lots of time to at least try and cut this one back into single digits, down 13 right now.
Bizzoni with the basketball left side. Goes around a screen set by Sorensen. Drives in. They're going to count it. Thought that was on the floor possibly. Referee says nope. Count it. And a chance for a three-point play to the free throw line goes Bizzoni. He has 7.
And he's had a quieter outing than we normally see him have, but he's still being efficient, buying his points where he can. He also baits the 4th foul out of Mason Moon.
Free throw by Bizzoni. Good.
Gets 3 points the old-fashioned way. Down to 10, the score goes. Substitution coming in for Delta. They're going to send Moon to the bench. Madsen back onto the floor.
41-31. North Sanpete with the lead over the Carbon Dinos. 2:54 left to play here in the third. Full court pressure being applied by the Dinos. In it comes. Swap with the basketball. They break the pressure. Dinos on the defensive side. The pressure's really picked up. Dinos trying to change the momentum of the game. It's a good idea, and they do. They get the turnover. Nice defense by the Dinos. Fast break the other way. Sorensen traveled.
I don't see the justification for that. He didn't slide. He didn't take an extra step. He stopped on a dime there, but the officials obviously saw it differently.
So the Dinos had the fast break on the turnover to come up empty. 41-31. 2:32 left to play. Pressure broken. Layup good. Madsen with the easy 2. They broke that pressure easily. 43-31 North Sanpete. Bizzoni in the paint. Spin move. Shot up off the glass. No good. Whistle, foul, free throws.
And that's what Bizzoni does so well. He can steady this ship when he wants to. He goes in there and he can take things at his own pace. He controls the game. It's like he's controlling a stopwatch. He can start, stop wherever he wants, and he gets defenders out of position, and he always is so efficient on his drive to the rim, but he misses the first shot.
Fouls on Madsen, his second. Team foul number 5 on North Sanpete. So the Dinos will be shooting free throws the next 2:18. First free throw by Bizzoni's up and no good. Second free throw up and good. Well, he makes 1 out of 2. He has 9 in the ball game. The Carbon Dinos trail 43-32. 10 for 16 from the free throw line as a team. We have a referees having a conversation here on the floor. I'm not sure what it's about.
Things are teetering on a technical, little extracurricular activity. Sorensen wants a call. He's being grabbed all over, and he's getting chippy as a result of that, trying to fight back with it. But because of that, the official's going to talk things over, see how things are going to stand. 43-32. That last 50% trip to the line from Bizzoni is a rarity. Normally, he's the best shooter on the team from the stripe. He's averaging 87% on the season. That time, just unable to get it.
Do a team set here, 43-32. North Sanpete with the lead. 5 fouls on North Sanpete, 3 on the Dinos. Carbon will be shooting free throws the rest of the 2:18. Dinos still have one more foul before North Sanpete will start shooting free throws.
2 technical fouls. A pair of dueling ones going to be whistled against Madsen and Sorensen. Both of them gripping, grabbing, bouncing back and forth. Sorensen wants an explanation, as does Coach Brower. And they're going to choose Sorensen to shoot the technical, but Brower still wants some more explanation. You can see that it was a bit retaliatory on both sides. Sorensen still conversing with the refs. He's pleading his case right there. It's like he's in a court of law right now, Sonny. He's trying to win the case, but the jury not so forgiving on the floor.
So to the free throw line. Sorensen will go to the free throw line for the Carbon Dinos. 2:18 left to play. Stands there all by himself. Free throw won't go. He'll get one more. Second free throw up. Good.
And shots from the stripe just aren't falling at a high clip for the Dinos today. They haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities when they've really needed to.
We go to the other side, Gunnar Pollock will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws here on the other end. His free throw was up and good. 15 in the ball game. 1 more free throw to come. 7 for 10 as a team for the Hawks. Second free throw up, and it's good.
Well, North Sanpete wins the exchange.
Comes out a point ahead.
They make both free throws. Carbon unable to, and because of that, the lead grows.
So coming into the ball game will be Withers. Coming out of the ball game will be Sorensen. .218 left to play.
And officials still deliberating things. Both coaches recognize now's not the time to try and jaw with the refs. They're in a tea-happy mood right now. They could be next, so they're trying to avoid it. As Sorensen continues to plead his case now away from the officials, back to Brower. And they're going to say it is North Sanpete ball. Over at Union High School, Emory clinging on to a 60-56 advantage with 32 seconds left. Imagine being in the fourth quarter, Sonny.
So North Sanpete will get the ball with 2:18 left to play. In it comes. With it, it's Swap. Swap hands the ball off to Sorensen. Down underneath, shot up and good. Hendry has 8. We get back into the game after a little bit of a sit there. And took a little bit of the air out of the game. Warburton backs up and gives it outside to Bozzoni. Bozzoni loses it off his foot, but a whistle and a foul on the ground on Pollock.
Now the refs trying to tighten things up. They saw where this game was heading on that last technical exchange, so they're trying to take control.
Bozzoni will shoot free throws. Foul number 1 on Pollock. He has 16 in the game. To the free throw line goes Jackson Bozzoni. He'll shoot 2. Free throw up. Good. He has 10, double digits. Mortensen checking into the ball game. Griffith will come out for the Carbon Dinos. Minute 53 left to play, third, 47-34. Second free throw up and good. Bozzoni with 11. Full court pressure being applied by the Carbon Dinos. Trying to get some momentum change here in this game. They break it. Pollock finds a gap. Blocked by Orth. Nice play, but it goes right to Swap, who lays it up. No good. Out of bounds. Whistle. What do we got?
And a
call on Carbon. Going to be on Mortensen. No.
No, they're going to call it against 45. On the other side against Milo Hendry. His 4th. Carbon gets free throws.
Yep.
So it feels like we're in a late game situation, death by free throws. But we still have another 9.5 minutes to play.
Yeah. Yep. 47-35. 5 fouls, 4 fouls. Shooting free throws for the rest of the 136. At the free throw line to shoot. Kyler Orth, he has 13. Looking for his first points here in the second half. Free throw good.
And Orth, a 72% shooter from the stripe on the season, makes that first one, makes it an 11-point ball game.
47-36, minute 36 left to play in the third. Orth eyes the bucket for free throw number 2. It's up, and it's good as well. 15. Nice game for Orth. 47-37. Pressure being applied again by the Dinos. North Sanpete will break it. Pollock down in the paint. Kicks it outside to Sorensen. Swing it over to Swap.
He got away with a walk on that one. Took 4 or 5 steps.
Perimeter passing. Shot clock says 13. Game clock a minute 13. Swap fakes to 3. Finds a gap. Shot from 10. Short. Rebound Mortensen. Mortensen will bring it up the floor himself. Gives it over to Warburton. 3-point shot baseline. Right as an air ball. And it goes right to North Sanpete. Become the other way. 50 seconds left to play third quarter. 47-37. Sorensen. Swap on the right wing. Back to Sorensen. Pollock between the circles. Picked up by Warburton. Swap. 3. Wing right. Good. He has 5. 50-37. North Sanpete up 13. Shot clock off. Game clock 25. Bizzoni has the ball knocked away. Gets it back. Whistle and a foul.
Well, that's been the one thing that Carbon has been doing well in this third quarter is getting fouls whistled against the opposition. Lots of trips to the charity stripe because of it, and lots of players going to be in foul trouble going into the final frame. That one goes against Chip Coop, his third.
Free throws for Bizzoni. Looking for points number 12 and 13. First one good. Dinos are 16 for 23 from the free throw line. Taylor comes in.
And Emory claims a piece of the top slot of the region, defeating the Union Cougars 61-56.
Second free throw is also good by Bizzoni. He has 13. That makes this game even more important. North Sanpete with the basketball. Pass to half-court Strite. Shot just inside the three-point line. Air ball by Coop. Goes right to Orth. Orth was only 3 seconds left. The ball knocked away. And the Dinos have 2.6 seconds, and they'll have it on the baseline to try to cut this to single digits. It'd be great to get a basket here in this last 2 seconds.
Yeah, that swings the momentum right back in your favor, a thing which the Dinos haven't really seen since the first quarter.
And it comes to Orth. Orth with the shot. No good, and that's how the third quarter ends. We played 3 here at Carbon High School. North Sanpete on the road coming into Carbon. They lead 50-39. You're listening to Dino Basketball on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play.
Our home flooded when the refrigerator line broke. We felt helpless, didn't know what to do. Our neighbors told us to call On Call Restore. They really came through for us.
Serving all of southeastern Utah, they're fast and professional. 24/7 emergency services for water, fire, and mold. They even do emergency board-ups. And as a licensed insured general contractor, they do the remodeling as well. Call for a free quote, 650-1092.
Bringing you peace of mind during the worst of times. Call On Call, 650-1092.
We'll be on our way.
Golfers, get ready for year-round fun at Swing and Swear. Step into the action with over 43,000 world-class courses to choose from. No passport required. Rain or shine, you can tee off indoors. Multiple bays, club rentals, tables, chairs, and concessions. It's the perfect spot to practice your game, celebrate with friends, or spend time with family. From the serious golfer to first-timers, everyone is welcome to join the fun. Swing and Swear, located just off Ridge Road. Call 299-6200 to schedule a tee time today.
The Dinos play here on 95.3 FM, The Peak.
Welcome back. We're ready for fourth quarter action. North Sanpete up 50-39. They won on Wednesday night. They're trying to win 2 region games in a row. There's a lob pass to Mortensen. He can't get it to go. Nice play, just couldn't finish. Rebound Smith.
Well, he got hit on his way up, but that's how this game has been called. They're letting him play.
Knocked away. Saved by Orth. What a play. To Bizzoni. Lay it up. Count it and a foul. Foul on Pollock. A chance for a three-point play. An incredible play by Orth to keep that ball in bounds. That's why they got the 2 points there. Nice play by the Dinos. They needed that. Inside single digits now, 50-41.
A little showtime action on that one from Orth. He slings it, finds Bizzoni. Bizzoni fights through contact, goes up and in.
Free throw. No good. He gets his own rebound. Everybody just stood there, not realizing it was an and one. Can't get the free throw to go and then can't get the shot to go. And here we come the other way with North Sanpete. Dinos had an opportunity there. Pollock with it, loses it out of bounds. And the fourth quarter, we've only played about 30 seconds, but it's been a little bit of a sloppy 30 seconds for North Sanpete.
Yeah, and it's just what Carbon needed. They wanted the momentum to slightly swing in their favor because we've seen it before. They've had 20, 25-point frames while holding opposing teams to about 10 to 15. They can do that here. They can come away with a victory on senior night. We just need to see some of their best basketball.
Sorensen for 3, no. Rebound, Warburton. He runs it down. He'll take the 3. No, won't go. Rebound comes down to the Hawks. Nice board by Smith. Smith ahead to Swap on the left side, double teamed. Pollock for 3. Good. Pollock has 19. 53-41. North Sanpete up 12. Back the other way. Whistle and a blocking foul. Hendry on the ground gets called for the foul. Team foul number 2. Hendry with, that's his 5th, I believe.
That should.
And it is.
Yep, foul number 5 against Hendry. He's going to head to the bench. It looks like a timeout going to be called as well. They're trying to get things a little bit settled. Pollock did a good job. He breaks out of that pretty sloppy streak for North Sanpete, hits the 3 to build this advantage up just a little further. Outside of that, though, he's been just dominant all throughout the game, up to 19 points. You got to find a way to stop him. You've held Swap in check. You've held just about everybody else in check, except he's the one doing a lot of the damage here.
53-41 the score. We're going to Aiden here, and he'll update us on some scores from around the state.
Yep, we look around the state. Juab up over Canyon View 59-38 at the end of 3. Emory again beating Union 61-56. Delta beats Providence Hall, doubles them up, in fact, 68-34. We look around South Sevier in a duel against Kanab, top-ranked Kanab, 45-42. And then that's about where we sit in terms of 3A scores tonight.
53-41 here. North Sanpete trying to get their second straight region win as they won Wednesday night. Starting out the region 0-5 and now trying to win 2 in a row. And it comes to Mortensen, a foul on the ground. Foul on Smith. That's a good foul on Smith because that's an easy 2 points for Carbon.
That is. He wraps Ty up as if he's a wide receiver making a catch, trying to tiptoe the sideline.
He does have 3 fouls. And it comes on a foul on Orth.
Madsen.
Foul on,
against
foul on
Orth.
Madsen.
Against, no, I get what you're saying. We were both talking the same thing, just separate ways.
Yeah.
But that's the 4th foul against Madsen. That's big. And you look through the first minute, North Sanpete has 4 fouls. 1 more. Carbon's going to be shooting free throws the rest of the way. And they're calling a hold against North Sanpete, it looks like.
So that's team foul number 5. We have 6:56 left to play in the 4th quarter. We played a minute, and North Sanpete has 5 fouls.
That is something you don't see every day. 5 fouls in the span of a minute.
Circle that.
That's incredible.
Circle that, because the Dinos are down 12, and they're shooting free throws. To the free throw line goes Ty Mortensen, and his first free throw is no good.
But not only do the Dinos get chances at the line from here on out for every foul, it stops the clock. That works in the Dinos' favor quite well.
The second free throw, no good as well. Yeah, there's some advantage more than just that because the Dinos can play aggressive defense, try to get some turnovers and get back into the game where North Sanpete can't.
Well, they just tried that, and no whistle, no foul.
No foul, out of bounds.
Out of bounds, so the Dinos, they can play as aggressive as they'd like.
Pollock with the ball, swings over to the right side, goes to Sorensen. Pollock over to the swap on the left side, back to Pollock between the circles. They play catch behind the 3-point line. Sorensen, bounce pass to Coop outside to Swap. Swap, jump step. 3-point shot, baseline left. That's an air ball by Smith. Battle for it on the ground. Whistle. Timeout, North Sanpete. But I got to say, that was incredible defense by the Dinos on that offensive step by North Sanpete.
Yeah, that was some of the best defense we've seen all night from Carbon. Saving the best for last. You wish they would have broke it out a little bit earlier, but better late than never. They're trying to claw their way back into this one, down 12. They have the foul situation on their side. They know that. They can play pretty aggressive defense from here on out.
Senior night, once again, another night where there's no place to sit. We have fans around the top. This place is packed.
Yeah, and standing room only, always fun to see here at Carbon High School. We have the chance to catch up with a lot of the seniors before the game. Ty Mortensen right now has 3 blocks. Let's hear what he had to say his favorite memory was.
My favorite memories are traveling with all the seniors up on the bus to away games.
Always fun to catch up with those players.
North Sanpete will throw the ball in on the baseline. In it comes. Shot clock down to 7 on the timeout. Swap finds a gap, kicks it outside to Sorensen, forces up a shot on the baseline, whistle, and a foul on Carbon. That's a bailout foul right there because that shot really had no chance. And now he's going to go to the free throw line for a chance to put 2 points on the board.
And that's 4 against Bennett. He needs to watch himself now. He's playing with fire. 4 fouls as the first one drops in for North Sanpete. That's another stat you're going to circle, Sonny. North Sanpete converts on their opportunities at the line. Carbon just not having a good night from the stripe.
Speaking of that, North Sanpete 9 for 12 from the free throw line as a team. Carbon Dinos tonight are 17 for 27.
Yeah, that's a terrible performance.
Second free throw good.
In a game where you have that many attempts and you need it and you're down by double digits, those free throws really count.
Sorensen drives inside, kicks it outside to Withers. Cross-court pass to Orth. Back down to Sorensen on the baseline. Shot up, won't go. Nice offensive rebound by Orth. Off the glass, count it. That's a great play by Orth. The great play to get the offensive rebound. Great play to put it back up. 55-43. 5:52 left to play over and back.
And a good job by the Dino defense, set up in part by Caleb Sorensen. Caleb, another one of those seniors we were able to catch up to. Here's what he had to say his favorite memory was.
I'd say probably just going to the Hudson Classic with my guys, staying in the hotel, playing 3 games in 3 days. It was a lot of fun.
Shot up and no good. Rebound comes down to North Sanpete. 5:33 left to play, 55-43. Drive the baseline, shot up and in. Swap has 7, all in the second half, 57-43. Withers kind of snuck out from the defense. Pass went a little awry, and they'll carry it, but the Dinos will have to set the offense. No easy basket. Orth, bounce pass to Sorensen on the baseline. Kicks it outside to Withers for 3. It won't go. Rebound comes down to Sorensen. Good look. Couldn't get it to drop. 5 minutes up to play. Dinos down 14. Pollock with the basketball on the right side. Goes around the defender. Hands it outside to Swap. Back to Pollock. Swings it over to Sorensen. Pollock. Both up high. Timeline playing catch. Pollock goes to the free throw line. Shot halfway down. Bounces out. Rebound Orth. Ahead to Sorensen. Here come the Dinos. Sorensen hands the ball off to Mortensen to Warburton. 3-point line. Finds a gap. Lay it up and in. Count it and a foul. Carter saw a gap. Took it to the basket. Lays it up and in. He'll go to the free throw line. A chance for a 3-point play. Carter has 3 in the game. Looking for point number 4. Try to cut this game to 11 with 4:34 left.
And a foul out coming for Chip Coop. But Carter, the lone senior we haven't heard from the Dinos. So let's hear what he had to say his favorite memory is with the Dinos. He kept it short and sweet.
Favorite memory is definitely beating Emory. That was a highlight for me.
Beating Emory, pretty big memory. Can't go wrong with that. And that's all our seniors tonight. So big kudos to them, and we wish them luck on their next steps.
Free throw by Warburton's good. He has 4. The Dinos have cut this lead to 11. 4:30 left to play. There's plenty of time. Pollock with the ball on the right side. They break the pressure. Down to Matson, who checked back into the ball game. Matson has the ball, gives it to Swap. Swap over to Pollock. Pollock swings it to Sorensen. 15 on the shot clock, 4:12 on the game clock. Swap with the ball, bounce pass, goes to Pollock. Spin move, bounce pass down low, turnover. Dinos with it, whistle and a foul. That stops the clock, and the Dinos shoot free throws. Chance to cut it to singles.
And it's going to send Bennett to the line. Bennett, in the correction, is the last senior we haven't heard from. Here's what he had to say.
I mean, all of it's just amazing playing basketball, but I think probably my sophomore year getting to start for the Dinos, it was a very special moment for me.
Bennett's free throw, good.
Cashing that one home. He cuts the lead back down to 10. So at one point, this lead was as big as 12 early on. Now they're starting to slowly but surely chip their way.
Second free throw by Bennett, up and good. He has 5 in the ball game. It's a 57-48 lead for North Sanpete. Pressure being applied again by the Dinos. It's full court pressure. They break it. No, they don't. Yes, they get it back. I thought they were going to turn. They do turn it over. Matson with the throwaway, and then the Dinos give it right back on the pass as they try to break the ball down the court. So we go back and forth. And the Dinos get it on a turnover. Withers with the step in front. Hands the ball off to Warburton on the baseline. Whistle and a foul and free throws. So turnovers go back and forth there. Kind of sloppy for about 30 seconds. But the whistle sends Warburton to the free throw line. Chance to cut it to 7.
Well, until about 3:45 left in the fourth quarter, Cash Withers had 0 steals. He has 2 now. He pokes it away and gets the steal, but turns it back over. But he recovers immediately, gets it back as Carter makes the first.
Pollock picks up foul number 3. Second free throw by Warburton is no good off the back of the iron. The rebound comes down to Matson. Matson gives it to Pollock. Pollock to Swap. Once again, the Dinos continue the full court pressure. They break it. Whistle. Timeout. Timeout called by North Sanpete with 3:23 left to play. We'll take a quick break. 57-49. North Sanpete with the 8-point lead. They have the ball when we come back.
What the Utah Miners Hospital offers is relatively unique in the country to help take care of people who have really dedicated their careers, their lives to hard work.
I have torn rotator cuffs in my shoulders. Honestly, I don't remember everything I've had done. I think I've had to wait 10 minutes one time. It's amazing that there's a fund out there. You have no medical bills.
If you're ready and you need us, please give us a call. We're happy to help.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Smith. After 6 years as a nurse, I've learned that sometimes our bodies just need a little extra support. That's what IV therapy can do. It can help you bounce back quicker after an illness, recover faster after a workout, ease migraines, and even improve focus and energy. Think of it as giving your body a direct line to the hydration and nutrients it needs to feel its best. I'd love to help you find the right blend for your goals. Reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram at wellness.iv.utah.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back. 3:23 left to play. 57-49. North Sanpete with the lead out of the basketball. Swap with the basketball. Back court picked up by Withers. Pollock on the baseline. Finds a little gap. Lay it up and in. Gunnar Pollock with 21 points on the night. 59-49.
Sly little move sets that up. He's been dominant all night, and he continues it when his team needs it most.
Thrown away. Warburton thought that Branch was going to go to the basket. Just a little bit of a miscommunication there for the turnover.
And those happen. Miscommunications do happen, and it's just an unfortunate part of the game that has to happen at this juncture. Full court pressure easily broken by North Sanpete.
So the Dinos on the defensive side, they try to get things set up. Their defense has played good in the last couple of minutes. It's down to 10. Swap gives the ball over the right side. It goes to Madsen. Bounce pass down underneath. Whistle. Foul on Corbin.
It's going to go against Withers. He had him wrapped up like a blanket. It just wasn't. He tried to make the right defensive play but couldn't get back as soon as he got himself out of position.
2:35 left to play, 59-49. Baseline throw in for North Sanpete. They lead by 10. Bounce pass underneath, shot up and in. Nice pass and a great play by Smith to get the easy 2, 61-49.
Well, you got to give North Sanpete a lot of credit. They've outplayed Carbon throughout the night.
Bozzoni goes to the basket, whistle and a charge. And a turnover for the Dinos. Nice play that time by Hudson Smith. He got in the way. He took the hit. He got the call. 61-49, 2:23 left to play.
And you got to give North Sanpete credit. They're a very unselfish team. They're doing all the things that you need to do as a team to win this ball game. They're finding the hot hand, and when he's covered, all the other players stepping up and hitting their shots.
Whistle, travel. Pollock kind of got caught at half court. Got caught in a bad position there at half court. Didn't want to go over and back. He travels. Turnover with 2:17 left to play. 61-49. Orth checks in for the Dinos. On the floor, we have Warburton, Orth, Bazzoni, Bennett, Withers. That's the 5 on the floor for the Carbon Dinos. Last 2:17 of this regular season here at Carbon High School. Orth with a basketball. Loses it out of bounds, and a turnover just slipped right out of his hand.
Well, Sonny, I looked through the roster for North Sanpete. You know what scares me the most? A lot of these kids are freshmen. A lot of these kids are sophomores.
Yep.
They're building something special in Mount Pleasant.
In the backcourt, pressure once again being applied by the Dinos. North Sanpete breaks it. Down on the baseline. Nice pass underneath. They'll send it back out. That's a good play.
It was.
You're ahead by 12. Minute 55 left to play. They'll need to take a low percentage shot. Kick it back outside. Pollock for 3. No good. Rebound comes down to Warburton. Minute 45 left to play. Ahead it goes to Withers. Stops. Cross-court pass. 3-point shot. Bazzoni. No. Nice offensive rebound. Bennett. Yes. He gets the 2. He has 7. 61-51. When do you start playing the foul situation here, Aiden? You just
gotta go pretty quick here, especially if they're breaking your press.
Minute 25, down 10.
You don't get the steal. You need to go now.
Yeah. They can run this clock down to a minute. Pollock kicks it outside to Sorensen. Dinos are playing defense, trying to get a turnover. They're not going to try to lengthen the game. Pollock layup, no good. Rebound Bennett. Bennett to Bazzoni. Bazzoni takes it all the way. Trip from behind, whistle and a foul and free throws. Jackson will go to the free throw line. Chance to cut it to 8.
Well, they have a chance now to get it into single digits. Now, if you do, now is when you really have to start playing that foul game. That you need to either get the stop in the full court. If you can do that, then you take that. But if as soon as they break into half court, you know they're going to break into time wasting, as we just saw. You got to foul. Yep. You got to kick it up there. But you look at the situation, too. They need to foul twice.
Well, they lost a lot of time, but they didn't give up any points.
Yeah,
they can't do that anymore now. There's only a minute left to play.
Yeah.
They've got to lengthen the game. First free throw open, good.
No, that shot clock can only tick so much.
One more free throw to come for Bazzoni. 61-52. Minute 5 left to play. Second free throw, good. Bazzoni has a game of his own as well. He has 17 points tonight.
So we've seen a lot from the seniors, but those underclassmen like Bazzoni, he's had a pretty major impact.
Swap breaks the pressure and a whistle and a foul on Orth. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, good quick foul. Like we said, as soon as they break the half-court plane, you need to be committing the foul. You can't afford to let it tick anymore. Takes up only 4 seconds. My main concern, though, Sonny, is how efficient we've seen North Sanpete be when it comes to making their shots.
Mortensen comes into the ball game. In it comes to Swap, to Pollock, back to Swap. Ball knocked into the backcourt, out of bounds. Ball belongs to North Sanpete with 53 seconds left to play.
It looks like it could have been a kicked ball violation, goes right off the foot of Orth, but the Dinos get to set up in the full court press, so now they don't have to go right to that foul.
29 shot clock, 53 game clock. And it comes to Sorensen. Sorensen to Swap, to Pollock. They break the pressure. Past the half court they go. Back to Swap. 45 seconds. Dinos foul. Sorensen with a foul.
Smart foul.
Free throws for Swap to go to the free throw line. Try to make it back up to 10. 43 seconds left to play. And now you have to extend the game. You have no choice here with 43 seconds.
No, you really don't. You know next time that you go down, whether you make or miss, more than likely, shot clock going to be turned off.
Free throw up and good. Bryce has 8 points in the ball game. Second free throw, good as well. Make it 9. Walks up and hits them both. 63-53. 39 seconds left. Bounce pass down to Warburton. Reverse layup won't go. Rebound comes down to Pollock. He'll break the pressure. Takes it all the way. Kicks it outside. They're going to use some time. Shot clock, game clock, almost the same. Foul on Sorensen and free throws. Swap will go to the free throw line. Chance to shoot 2 more.
That's going to be the 5th foul against Sorensen. Wither's going to check in his stead. Sorensen has been the only one willing to foul, it seems like, in that situation where they need to stop the clock. But from here on out, Sonny, no more shot clock. 26 seconds left. First up and
good. Swapping double digits now. Remember, he was scoreless in the first half. Second free throw up and good. 25 seconds up to play, 65-53. Orth goes all the way to the basket, lay it up and in. He goes down hard. Whistle. Referees are going to make sure he's okay. Pollock goes up to Orth. Make sure he's fine. North Sanpete will throw the ball in. 18 seconds left to play. 65-55. Orth goes out of the game because of the official timeout for the injury. In it comes. Goes to Pollock. Pollock with the basketball, guarded by Warburton, down to 15 seconds. Dinos try to get it to steal. Swap breaks the half-court stripe. Kick with 9 seconds left to play.
Yeah, I don't think the Dinos are going to try to extend this one. 9 seconds left, down 10. Not much he can do in that stretch.
And it comes to Sorensen in the backcourt. 7 seconds. He'll dribble. Dinos fall back. Final score tonight, North Sanpete 65 and the Carbon Dinos 55. North Sanpete comes on the road and knocks off the Dinos. They win their second straight region game. Dinos drop to 2-4. We'll take a break. When we come back, the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union postgame show here on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emory, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
The more things change,
the more they stay the same.
Yes, Mr. Automotive has a new building in Huntington.
But that just means the services they offer just got better.
Detailing and mechanic work are being added to the already great service Mr. Automotive had already offered.
And all deals are still done with the owner at the lowest prices possible.
New building, same best prices, and more auto services. Go to MrAutomotiveSales.com or stop by the dealership, 21 South Main, Huntington. Mr. Automotive, the best for less.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
Step inside the brand new designer home interior showroom on Main Street in Spanish Fork. Everything you need in one place. Hardwoods, LVP, carpet, cabinets, countertops, window coverings, furniture, rugs, and accessories. They carry all the major brands you know and trust. Plus, with professional designers on staff, you'll get the experts to bring your vision to life. Visit dhifloors.com today and request a quote. Designer Home Interiors, where design and style come together under one roof.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emory, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
The Dinos play here on 95.3 FM, The Peak.
Welcome back to the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union post-game show here at Carbon High School tonight. Region play. North Sanpete comes into Carbon tonight. Got to give them credit. They came on the road. They played a good game. They knocked off the Dinos 65-55.
Yeah, no, they played stellar throughout the contest, and, you got to give credit to this team. Like I said, you look through this roster, freshman, sophomore, freshman, sophomore. This is a scary group that we're going to have to be dealing with over the next few years. So they're building something special right now in North Sanpete, and it's something that feels like it's happening athletic department-wide. They have regime changes on both the basketball and the football side, both of them working in tandem to try and build something. And we're starting to see that a little bit at Carbon, just a bit of a year behind in terms of continuity. You had Coach Milovich step in this year. Now he's working with Coach Brower to make sure that these kids are ready for multiple sports, because at a small high school, especially at the 3A level, there's no such thing as specializing in a sport unless you are an otherworldly draft prospect. You got to play just a little bit of everything, because the school's not big enough to have people specializing, so we're going to see a lot of familiar names across these, and they're going to work together to try and build something. We're seeing that in North Sanpete, and now we're going to try and see it at Carbon High.
Yep. So the Carbon Dinos fall short tonight. We said on the sister station tonight, Emory came away with a win over Union 61-56. So we'll talk a little bit about the standings in the region after tonight. We'll talk about that. Let's just do that right now before we go into stats. What do you think, Aiden?
I think that's a good idea.
We'll go look at it as Manti, as we said, had the night off tonight. They stay 4-2. Union with the loss goes to 4-3. Emory with the win over Union goes to 4-2. Then Dinos with the loss tonight to North Sanpete goes to 2-4, and North Sanpete 2-5.
So a bit of a shakeup coming as Emory upsets the top two teams in the region, both coming this week. So because of that, the Spartans have put themselves back in the driver's seat for a potential region championship. They held the tiebreaker over Manti with two wins over them. They split with Union. Going to be an interesting finish to the season. See how Union fares coming off of back-to-back losses.
We'll take a look at scoring. First for North Sanpete. Leading the way tonight is the freshman, Gunnar Pollock, with 21 points tonight. 14 in the first half, 7 in the second half. Just a stellar night for Gunnar Pollock.
Yeah, he was all over the place. In addition to those 21 points, he has 5 rebounds and 4 steals. You just couldn't stop him. He was everywhere, and you got to deal with him for a few more years, Sonny. Only a freshman. He stands at 6'5". He has the body of a big, but he plays like a guard.
Yeah, I mean, he was 7 for 17 from the field, 3 for 4 from the three-point line. Good night for the freshman. as you said, he's only a freshman. We're going to be saying his name a lot in the near future.
And it's unfortunate for the Dinos that he's going to be in the same region at least another year.
Now, Bryce Swap ended up with 11 points. He didn't have any in the first half, but in the second half, he came out, Aiden, in the third quarter, and he told himself, I'm going to be a part of this game. He made himself a part of the game.
He set himself up in a position to succeed. It was a mentality thing. He flipped the switch at the halftime. He goes, hey, I didn't have the best first half by my standards. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to change that. I'm the one who controls these things. And because of that, he's able to break away.
Maddox Matson averaging 5 points a game. He had a good night as well. The senior finished with 9 points. We said his name a lot.
Yes, we did. And he is going to be a fearsome foe heading into the state tournament for anyone, not only scoring the ball. He led the team in blocks with 3 tonight.
Yeah, he's 4 for 8 from the field. Had 4 rebounds. Nice night for Maddox Matson with 9 points. Milo Henry coming off the bench. He fouled out. But he fouled out with 6 minutes and 50 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter, but he had 8 points.
Yeah, and we know the name Hendry from last year. His older brother, Ridge, was the leading scorer for North Sanpete just a season ago. Now he's putting points up on the board as well.
Hudson Henry finished with 7 on the night for the Hawks. Sorensen finishing with 5, and then you had Mason Moon with 2 and then Chip Coop with 1 for North Sanpete, for a total of 65 points.
An all-around team ball game. We alluded to it earlier. They did a good job in playing complete team basketball. They were feeding the hot hand, and when the hot hand was covered, they were all spreading out. They were hitting their shots. They were passing. They were rebounding. They were playing defense as a full unit. That's what stands out to me from the first time we played them to now. Last time it was a little more me ball. You saw players trying to take over, not getting their teammates involved. Today, a completely different story.
Yeah, they shoot from the free throw line 14 for 17 on the night, which is not bad. I had them down for 16 turnovers, but that might be a little bit off because it was so fast-paced there for a while. It's kind of hard to keep up. I had them down for 16, but nevertheless, they shot well from the free throw line, 14 for 17 for North Sanpete. Now we'll take a look at scoring by quarters before we go to the Dino stats. After 1, Carbon led 17-13. Carbon came out in the first quarter. They played really well. You said it just a few minutes ago. Kyler Orth had the mindset that he was going to take the ball to the basket. They had no answer for him in the first quarter.
Yeah, they really didn't, and it's a shame that they really keyed on that throughout the rest of the game because he was electric early on. He was having his way off the drive, but North Sanpete adapted, did a good job. They cut him off, and they didn't allow him to do that anymore.
You can say the bad quarter. The second quarter, the Dinos only scored 9. North Sanpete scores 20. And they take a 33-26 halftime lead, and it just seems like they could never get back into any groove after that second quarter.
Yeah, it really didn't. And, you mentioned there's a bad quarter. It feels like there were multiple tonight. After that first quarter, things were just a bit disappointing for the Dinos. They didn't play tonight up to the level that they'd shown over the past couple of games.
In the third quarter, North Sanpete outscored the Dinos 17-13. They take a 50-39 lead at the end of 3.
Yeah, and that's when it felt like it was do or die time. Carbon comes out in the fourth. They buy 5 quick fouls from North Sanpete in the first minute, but they just couldn't take advantage of that, and we'll see it more when we look at those free throw statistics.
Yeah, Carbon outscored North Sanpete 16-15 in the fourth quarter, but not enough to overcome that 11-point lead. They fall short 65-55. We'll take a look at Carbon Dinos leading the way tonight. Leading the way tonight was Kyler Orth. 19 points. He had 13 in the first half, 6 in the second half. An incredible first quarter to start the game off. A good night for Orth.
Yeah, talk about a good farewell game, putting on a show on senior night. Orth was electric. It's gonna be sad to see him gone.
Jackson Bozzoni finished with 17 points coming off the bench.
And Bozzoni, as always, is that steadying presence. He gets his way to the free throw line. He's good off the drive. He does just about everything for Carbon.
Yeah, they had 5 points in the first half, had a really good second half with 12. Finishing with 17 on the night. Logan Bennett finishes with 7 points tonight. You're always calling his name. He's always everywhere. But, North Sanpete did a good job on the defensive side.
They really did. You got to give them a lot of credit tonight. Their game plan was spot on, and it paid off.
Carter Warburton finished with 5. Cash Withers with 4. Caleb Sorensen with 3 on the night for the Carbon Dinos. You also got to give North Sanpete credit. They did a great job. They kept Mortensen away from the basket all night long. He really never got any good looks at the basket whatsoever.
No, they did a good job at keeping him near the high post, keeping him outside the three-point line, and because of that, they take him out of the game, and that's a good 10 points per game they take away. That was an equalizer in the first matchup. Now they take him out of the equation, and it goes downhill for the Dinos.
The Dinos shoot 23 free throws. make 23 free throws. They shot 34. 23 for 34 from the free throw line tonight for the Dinos.
Yeah, it's not pretty. That's not a pretty statistic at all, especially when those 11 free throws, if they make them, that wins the game. So not the best night from the charity stripe for Carbon, and unfortunately, that's one of the big things that comes to bite them.
We got them down for 20 turnovers on the night for the Dinos. They fall short tonight, 65-55. When we come back, we'll take a look at some team stats that we got here in front of us. We'll go over a few of those, and then we will talk a little bit more about tonight's game, and then we'll look forward for the next game coming up. The Carbon Dinos are on the road to play Manti, so it doesn't get any easier for the Dinos. We'll take a break here on the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union postgame show.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emory, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
In the heart of Carbon and Emory counties, Quick Realty is here to help you make the right move. Experience the future of home buying with our Matterport 3D tours, giving you an immersive look at your potential home from anywhere. Meet our dedicated team of local professionals, just real people who care, walking you through every step of the way. As a Zillow Premier and Realtor.com specialist, Quick Realty is your trusted expert, handling everything from residential, commercial, and mountain properties to property management. Your dream home is just a call away. Let Quick Realty help you find it.
Golfers, get ready for year-round fun at Swing and Swear. Step into the action with over 43,000 world-class courses to choose from. No passport required. Rain or shine, you can tee off indoors. Multiple bays, club rentals, tables, chairs, and concessions. It's the perfect spot to practice your game, celebrate with friends, or spend time with family. From the serious golfer to first-timers, everyone is welcome to join the fun. Swing and Swear, located just off Ridge Road. Call 299-6200 to schedule a tee time today.
It's fun! It's our favorite place.
Strike up family fun for everyone. Gateway Lanes. Families that play together stay together. And Gateway Lanes is your center for fun, snacks, and great food. So let Gateway Lanes do the cooking with open and league bowling year-round and Club Bowl Thursday night, 9 till 11:30, with unlimited bowling including shoes. Since 1989, Helper's Hometown Bowling Center. Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emory, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
You're listening to Carbon Dino Basketball on the Peak, KRPX 95.3 FM.
Welcome back to the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union postgame show. Dinos fall short 65-55 to North Sanpete. Before we go into some more team stats, Aiden, talk a little bit about the Spirit Card.
Well, Sonny, the Spirit Card's this neat little thing offered by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union where you go in, you say, hey, I want to get my hands on one of these Spirit Cards. They're going to go back, they're going to whip you one up, and then you can carry your favorite high school with you wherever you go. We're talking Emory High School, we're talking Grand High School, and of course, we're talking the Carbon Dinos. It's easy as can be. Same day printing on these cards over at EUCCU. One of the many things that makes them stand out among credit unions, both statewide and locally. You know, Sonny, as a former Spartan, I proudly carry the Dinos with me wherever I go, thanks to my EUCCU Spirit Card.
Yep, we'll take a look at some team stats for the night. Shooting from the field, North Sanpete 22 for 47 from the field. The Dinos tonight 16 for 51. That's a stat you circle. But here's the real stat that you circle. The 3-point line tonight. The Dinos were 1 for 19 from the 3-point line. North Sanpete 6 for 13.
Well, and that's the thing that really stands out. Their shooting performance all around just wasn't what you'd expect tonight, both from the field, beyond the arc, or from the line. The Dinos just were really unable to get anything going, and that showed on the scoreboard.
So the Dinos, once again, they fall short tonight to North Sanpete 65-55. Looking ahead now, next Wednesday we will be on the road. They will play a very good Manti basketball team. Manti 4-2 off tonight, but playing good basketball. There are only 2 losses. It just shows you how even this region is. Manti's both losses have been to Emory.
Yeah, no, the first go around it was domination by the Spartans, but on Wednesday, a 1-point ball game separated those two. So going to be an interesting finish. Manti, one of those teams peaking at the right time. Going to have to keep an eye on them. They're hungry for at least a share of the region title, and they need wins to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you take a look at it now. Manti's 4-2, and then you have Emory, who is also 4-2. Then you have Union with that loss tonight. Union drops to 4-3. I mean, they were in control of this region, a week and a half ago?
Yeah, going into the end of region round 1, going up against Manti, they were unblemished. They fall to Manti, they come in, they beat the Dinos, but consecutive losses to North Sanpete and now to the Spartans leave them scrambling to try and find an answer before it's too late.
And the Carbon Dinos now sit 2-4, North Sanpete 1-5. Carbon with Manti and Emory coming up. I remember you saying Union when they were undefeated in region play. You said that means nothing right now. This region is so even that it can change on a dime. You were right. You called that.
What can I say? I am a bit of a fortune teller, and it shows on the standings. Union just has fallen off. And, you know, the thing with Union is they were a very sharp-shooting 3-point team in the first round of Region 1. But as soon as teams got film on that, as soon as we started to see, hey, this is how they're playing the game, everyone was able to adapt to that. Ryan Oakey had one of the best single-player starts to this stretch, but just unable to keep it going. He's struggled as teams start to headhunt him.
Well, he had a huge night against Emory, at Emory, to get the win. He had a huge night against Carbon at Union. But, yeah, I think teams have kind of figured out maybe a little bit on how to play Union a little bit. So
yeah, don't play the zone.
Yeah, they sit to 4-3 now. So once again, it's Manti 4-2, Emory 4-2, Union 4-3, Carbon 2-4, North Sanpete 2-5.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting finish. Carbon, with this loss, kind of takes themselves out of the running with only 2 games to go. The best they can finish is with an even 4-4. And those top teams, they're probably not going to lose all of the remaining games. So I think it's fair to say they're nearly mathematically eliminated from a share of the region title.
Okay, so that's fine. Now these last 2 games are important for the RPI ranking because that's huge where you're going to sit and who you're going to play when you have the tournament. So these 2 games are very important to Carbon.
You throw it all out. You want to get the best matchup possible.
Yes.
Last week we had a favorable matchup, a 5-12 against Emory over in Castledale. That would have been a good one, but thanks to the Spartans' victory over Manti, they get to bump themselves up just a little bit, and that creates some problems for the Dinos. They're hunting for it right now. They'd be going to Delta. So a loss here can create some chaos. They need to win out if they want to try and get themselves a bit of an easier showdown.
Yeah, I mean, if we take a look at the RPI rankings real quick in Region 13, Emory's been hanging around 4, 5, 3. Their win tonight, they're probably going to stay in 4th.
Yeah, about in 4th.
I mean, that's where you would probably expect them to be. Union with the loss, they sit 9. Are they going to drop much? Probably not. They're probably going to stay the same as well. Manti didn't play tonight. And then you have Carbon 12, North Sanpete 13. It's tonight's win for North Sanpete going to be enough to jump them over Carbon.
You know, you got to look at the rest of the season. North Sanpete played a bit of an easier schedule early on, so I don't know if this necessarily gives them enough juice.
I agree.
And we saw it in the Emory contest where Carbon defeats the Spartans, who are ranked highly at the time. They stay put. They don't jump. They don't fall. They just stay.
Well, if you want to stay updated with everything going on, just listen to Drive Time Sports with Jordan Buscarini on our sister station, KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM, and he will keep you updated with everything going on in the area in local sports. Let's just mention 1 second here about USU Eastern. They will be at home Saturday, and we will be doing that game on KOAL 107.3 FM, 750 AM. The Lady Eagles are having a stellar conference season right now.
Yeah, 7-game win streak for the Lady Eagles yesterday, defeating number 9 in the nation, CSI. Not just beating them, they thumped them, a double-digit victory for the Lady Eagles, looking to push a day tomorrow against North Idaho. If that wasn't exciting enough, Sonny, tomorrow is Fan Appreciation Night. First 100 fans to the BDAC will get a free stadium cup as well as a free hot dog and an opportunity to win giveaways just by virtue of showing up. Going to be a fun night. If you're going to go to any Eastern game, this is the one to check out. They're giving away, or giving you the chance to win, I should say. They're not giving this away. You got to make a half-court heave to get it, but it's for a 2015 Dodge Challenger.
Yeah, so come out to USU Eastern tomorrow. It will be a double header on KOAL. You and me will be doing those games as well on the Scenic West Network. Looking forward to that tomorrow. The women and the men double header starts at 1.
Yep, starts at 1. Going to be a fun finish, Sonny. I'm looking forward to it.
Pre-game show will be at 12:30. So join us tomorrow. Come out and support USU Eastern. You'll enjoy it. It's a great Saturday afternoon of basketball. It's great basketball.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. I love spending time around the Eastern Eagles.
And Carbon Dinos, we will see you on Wednesday night. We will be at Manti. Same thing. Pre-game show 6:30. Tip-off 7 o'clock. Once again, the final score tonight, the Carbon Dinos fall short to North Sanpete. The final score, 65-55. Anything else, Aiden, before we call it an evening?
Go Dinos.
Go Dinos. Have a great evening. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Once again, 65-55. Dinos fall short.